What's happening, guys? What is happening? He's just got one last one. He had one last one in the chamber. I get it. Happy Gravy Day, guys.
Happy Gravy Day.
I didn't realize this until our good buddy Josh Tree told me, but it's like International Podcast Day or National Podcast Day while we're recording this. So shout out to us. Shout out us. So, yeah.
Good job, gang.
Way to go, Robert and Pat and myself. We did it.
Yeah. Good job, you two.
Neat. I'm sure we're the reason that they started National Podcast Day and definitely not Joe Rogan or any other bigger podcast than that. But it's good to be back. Good to be back on a it's basically a holiday. We're coming to work on a holiday if you think about it. So you should be thanking us. You should be thanking us. I just have to say, as we're starting this episode, we also have two of us are watching the Astros and I have West Ham on as well. So just if there's a little bit distracted commentary, that is why, and I wanted to just nip that right in the bud. Also,
if you're watching the video and you see our eyes darting around, I mean, you should be used to it with me because I'm a piece of shit, but
he just darts
that's
around
why,
all the
guys.
time, actually. He's very darty. But one thing I also wanted to nip right in the bud right off the bat is just, hey, I think we've kind of already done this before, but I wanted to tell everybody that us as a collective, as a whole, as a podcast, we wanted to just come out and denounce and condemn white supremacy, and supremacists.
Big time anti-white supremacists.
When you're thinking anti-white supremacist podcasts, I want Pass the Gravy to be right up there. I want it to be right. Maybe number one. I mean, I can't think of anybody that hates white supremacists more than I do. Because I hate them. I hate them. Pat can't.
I'm sure
he
there's
can't
a
condemn
few
them.
out there.
Wow, Pat can't condemn them.
No, I'm definitely condemning them. I'm just saying, I'm sure there's a few people in the world that hate white supremacists a little bit more than you do.
Hey, I mean, I hate them. I'd say it's right up there. It's right up there. I hate them.
So you're saying there are other things as bad as white supremacy that
I'm right up there with who hates white supremacists the most. Like in the conversation, you got to throw my name in there because like, well, Alex really hates white supremacists. You're white supremacists. Listen to this. Turn it off. Turn off our podcast.
You
if you're a
think
white
you hate them,
supremacist.
but I am on the Mount Rushmore of people that hate white supremacists.
Whoa. Well, you know who really like Robert super hates white supremacists.
Yeah, white supremacists, not good people.
Just
not good people.
I just thought we should start this whole thing off by like letting you guys know our side.
We might have just got our drop right there.
No thanks. White supremacists not here. Okay.
Not good people.
And we've already said we're anti-Nazi. We've already said we're all kinds of we're anti-homophobics. We're very pro women and in the workplace, and we ended the wage gap. You know, we're anti all the bad things. So just go with that. All right. We condemn all the bad stuff.
We're for all of the good things and against insert bad things. That's what we stand for here. Pass the Gravy.
Insert your own bad things. Yeah, insert your own bad things. But
well, hold on. That sounds problematic. Don't insert bad things.
Don't insert whatever the bad thing is. Yeah. Okay. Robert, cut that part. Robert, just cut that part. I didn't think that was that difficult to condemn it. So there's no specific reason. I just felt like maybe today was the day we.
Every so often, we just got to remind the people.
We just got to let you guys know. That's not us. It's not our brand. Moving on. I've been working on like this, like Alex's question or thoughts of the week or whatever. And we're all free to chime in. You guys get your own little ponderings. Like we'll start asking some questions. We'll start each episode, and then maybe you guys can finish the episode asking your questions like you always do in the answer segment anyways. But I am ready to just open up a discussion that I feel like is going to get me some heat. And I feel like it's not popular, and I feel like I'm going to receive a lot of shit for this. But I think it's time.
You deserve it, though. I've been getting all the heat lately with my I don't like Dr. Pepper or peanut butter and jelly.
Well, that's just a blatantly bad take, Robert.
I'm waiting for Alex's turn.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get some heat, but I think it's time we all have a talk about candy corn. I almost said cotton candy. Cotton candy is universally just loved, right? That's great.
Except by Water. Water hates cotton candy.
Water and Robert hate cotton candy. Those are the only two things
I'm not
in
a
this
fan
world.
of cotton candy.
Okay.
Jesus
Well,
Christ, Robert.
not cotton candy.
You know what? Now we're anti-Robert on this podcast. Too.
Whoa, we're very pro Robert. This is a very pro Robert podcast, Pat. Don't say things
I'll
like
cut that out.
Yeah. I think it's time we talk about candy corn and how I feel like it's getting a lot of unnecessary hate. Now, I don't love candy corn. I'm not a big candy corn guy at all. But
ship it this way.
I was, I had been drinking this weekend. Emma left, so I didn't make food for myself. I just eat what's in the house. And Emma had some decorative candy corn that she just kind of put in a jar that looked cool, but it was actual candy corn. And I was like, I'm hungry. I'm just gonna eat candy corn. And I cringed a little bit before I ate it, but I did eat it. And then I was like, this isn't great at all. I wouldn't even say it's good. But it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. I feel like candy corn is a victim of Nickelback syndrome, if I may, where the internet has told us all how trash it is, and there are very funny memes, and I am victim of, I'm guilty myself of sharing these memes where you're just like, best way to enjoy candy corn, throw them right in the trash. And it's like, I've probably shared that meme. I know I've had some slander on candy corn in the years past. I'm not saying it's great, but I think we got to ease up on candy corn this year.
I don't know if you had already planned on saying that Nickelback thing, or you just saw that because I wrote that in there, that it's the Nickelback of candy, because everyone likes to hate on it, but Nickelback put out bangers back in the day. Like, everybody jammed Nickelback, and you can look back, and I really do think this is the perfect analogy for it, because it may not be the most high quality candy, and Nickelback may not be the most high quality music, but It is goddamn enjoyable.
Yeah.
And it's good. And it goes even further for me, because I love Nickelback and I love candy corn. I think candy corn is delicious.
Okay.
So like the Nickelback and candy corn.
You're overselling candy corn.
Yeah, I think you're overselling it a bit.
I'm just saying, that's why I said for me.
You're allowed to have your own opinion, but I just think
it's
that
the same thing.
I would
love
say
candy corn.
Scale 1 to 10, candy corn is at best like a 5.
I would put it at like a 7 for me, because but I already said I love candy corn. I am one of the weird ones that is very pro candy corn.
I love sugar. I love like I have a huge sweet tooth, and so like candy corn should be right up my wheelhouse.
No, like I'd rather have Snickers. I'd rather have Milky Way.
I'd rather have literally any other Halloween candy, unless it's like an apple or one of those fucking popcorn balls that nobody wants anymore.
Ooh, but a caramel apple.
I don't know, they have razor blades in those.
Worth it.
Yeah, no pain, no gain.
I mean, oh, look, my gum is bleeding. Oh, look, there's caramel in my mouth to stop the bleeding. Solves its own problem.
It is a solid little clotting substance.
Caramel is nature's glue.
Okay. I don't know. I think sap might be that, but
or molasses.
Honey. Yeah, maybe not caramel.
Well, no, I will say that, because caramel does harden very well as well. And molasses and sap, they tend to just stay semi-liquid. At least
caramel in like nature?
Caramel?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes. I don't know. Shut up. Quit punching holes in my shit.
Well, no.
Back to candy corn and Nickelback, though.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that all right. I just thought somebody had to question that, because I'm pretty sure. I know you can get sap from a tree. I know you can get like syrup from a tree. I don't know about caramel.
As soon as I said it, I was like, I don't think this is natural.
I hope that he doesn't call me out on that, and God damn it, he did.
Yeah, the one time you decide to not be stupid, you're gonna fuck up my shit. I don't like that.
Good idea. Call him out on that question. Bobby Jokes, put that meme in there.
Bobby Jokes. Now you tell us why you hate caramel and why you hate Nickelback, because of course this is what you do now. You're just the anti-fun guy.
No.
No, I actually like Nickelback. I'd listen to.
You hate candy corn.
Candy corn. Alex said what, 4 or 5?
A 5 at best.
5. I would say 3, maybe.
Oh, I mean, like, I think most candy corn is, or I'm saying best, if you ever, the best candy corn fresh off the press or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know how people like candy corn.
Robert's just one of those cool Gen Z guys that has to agree with the internet.
But do you agree that it does get a lot of unnecessary hate? It's not as bad as people make it out to be.
He just said it's a 3.
I think it's deserved. I think Pat was overselling it. I think it's funny. He says he loves candy corn, but he gave it a 7.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a 9 to be something I love. That
If you love
like,
it.
I'm not going to rate it a 10 because it's not a 10. I just said I
Good.
personally love it. I know other people don't, and I'm not going to say. And like I said, there's a lot of other candies that are above it that I really love. But like,
what are your levels of love?
Yeah.
I mean,
Love,
there's like,
really love.
And
yeah,
then
like
super
love, really
you
love.
like somebody, then you like them, and then you like really like them, and then you love them.
So there's like the human race is like a 3 for me. Then there's like dentistry is a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the dentist like everyone else does, but I really hate people. Candy overall would probably be in like a 5 to 6 for me because I'm not a huge candy guy. Then we're gonna get into the meats. Alcohol is like a 9.
Okay.
Southern Star being like a 9.9 on that, of course.
Obviously.
Xbox is in like 8.5 for me. You know, I've got levels of love.
Okay. But I feel like we all, besides Robert, I guess, should agree that like candy corn is just, it gets a lot of unnecessary hate that it doesn't deserve. And maybe
This is
this
definitely
year,
gonna get us some interaction this week.
oh, it will. But maybe this year we just let up a little bit on candy corn. I'm not saying I'm going out to buy all the candy corn I can or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, no, like just let's chill out. Let's just chill out and pick another hill to die on this year. As I try to die on the candy corn hill, which I'm doing. That's my hill.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of candy corn this year too. So if there are, I feel like last year there wasn't trick or treaters. Does anyone else remember that? Maybe it's just
I don't know. I'm not in your
have much of
neighborhood.
it, but I don't know. I felt like also
I live
wasn't
in
it
an
on like a
apartment. I don't
Wednesday
ever
last
get
year?
trick or treaters.
Wasn't it on like a Wednesday last year? Some weird shit like that.
It might have been.
I don't know, but
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
buy a bunch of candy corn so when the kids don't want it, and I'll eat all the candy corn.
Just give them loose candy corn.
Also, you know what might have contributed to it? The
It's just
bulb.
going to the bottom
bulb.
of the
I just give him a handful. No, the bulb on my door is burned out, so we look like that house that keeps its lights off so that people don't approach it.
Y'all are the Jehovah's Witnesses to a lot of people in the neighborhood.
I'm just gonna put out a bowl of loose candy corn and then eat whatever's left.
Put out a thing of hot dogs.
Oh, we got a pickle in the Astros game.
Put out a thing of
God.
hot dogs and just be like one per person.
Uncooked hot dogs in just like room temperature water.
But like in a pot so it looks like it was cooked.
With just like ketchup and mayo and mustard like next to it. So like you could squirt it right on your dog and then go.
Just it's a grab and go.
Non-traditional.
BYOB though, bring your own bun.
Just set out like a
your buns ready.
You know what I'm gonna do, Alex? I'm gonna borrow your Southern Star cutting board. I'm gonna put out a charcuterie board for the kids this year.
Please be classy, kids. Only one olive per.
Imagine walking up to a door as a kid and they just had a board of meat out and were like, knock yourself out. I would have fucking loved it.
Loose meat and cheese.
And then a fucking pot of water with hot dogs and standing water in it.
These guys know Halloween. These guys get it. It would be funnier though if you had like, instead of being like the mom with the bowl of candy that hands out the candy, like you just have the charcuterie board in your hand, like, hey, trick or treat. What are you? A little Power Ranger? Cool ass. You're like just shoveling like an olive and a pickle and like a piece of salami into their little like pumpkin. And like the mom's like, what is this stuff? Why?
Ooh.
Gross.
You know, it'd be fun. Turn it into a game. So like the kids walk up and you've got a dodgeball and you've got full-size candy bars. And you go, all right, listen, you got to stand about 10 yards away from me. If you can dodge my throw, you get 2 full-size candy bars. If you don't, then that's a win for me. I just got to hit a kid with a dodgeball.
And I'll tell you about Santa.
Then their parents get all pissed off. I'm like, listen, they agreed. It's a verbal contract. This is Texas. It's fine.
Look, you knocked on my door. All right? I didn't do it to your door. Okay, buddy?
There's a giant sign that says dodgeball or candy. I mean, I don't know what you expected.
What is this? Like, what do you think? This isn't Russia. There's rules here, okay? But
or maybe
yeah,
because everyone hates on candy corn, if you get hit by the dodgeball, you get candy corn.
Yeah, or somebody just throws candy corn at you. It's like
ooh, maybe that's what it is. No dodgeball. I've just got a handful
like bird
of candy
shot.
corn.
It's
No, because then I'm gonna have ants all over my yard. I don't want ants. I already have a problem with ants.
That is how we get ants. All right, that just made me think of that Geico commercial. It's like, well, we have an ant problem, and it's just people's ants giving them advice.
You're slouching again, Ted.
Yeah, that's what I thought of. But that was a really weird way to start the podcast. Guys,
I enjoyed it.
Thanks for hanging with us. If you're still here, we might have lost a record amount of listeners within like 15 minutes of starting.
Anytime somebody asks me about this podcast now, I'm going to point them to this episode and be like, if you can make it through the first segment, where are your guys?
This is or that drunk conspiracy theories one. That was brutal.
No, because I actually thought this was good. That was just bad. Like, we should delete that.
Oh, yeah. I was good. We should delete that one. We should delete that one.
I still never have. Sometime I'm going to get really drunk and I'm going to go back and listen and be like, these guys had a point.
That you have to be drunk to listen to it. That would make sense. Yeah. You know what you don't have to be drunk to do is to go to the Pass the Gravy merch store, though, before we get into some things. We have some fire new merch up. Pat never buys the merch right off the bat, but like Pat, right off the I mean, usually you don't go right away. Usually it's like, yo,
That's
Pat,
true.
did you order this? And I mean, I know that during the pandemic you've started ordering shit online. You're that guy now, but
Yeah.
you're a normal person now, is what I mean. And
I guess.
Pat, though, he has already ordered the fire new Gamble Gang shirt we got out there. It's like a pocket tee, but it's got the Gravy Gambles logo on the back of it. Gravy Gambles at Gravy Gambles on Twitter. If you guys, Pat and I, we've been into some gambling. I've been into it for a while. I got my buddy into maybe a gambling addiction, but it's okay. It's okay. Pat you're loving parlays right now. You're having a good time with those. He if you're watching the video version, he's holding up the shirt. It says Gamble Gang on the front and little like on the front left pocket, and then on the back it's got the Gravy Gambles logo. It's pretty sick, and it can be
Very
yours
sick.
now. You can be a part of the Gamble Gang. All you gotta do is buy a shirt. Why wouldn't you want to go do that? It's a pretty fucking sick shirt. We also have the Gravy Lady shirts. We got the dad hats. We got the PTG face covers. I'm wearing mine right now. Check that out. Look at me. Safe. COVID, not here. Not here, COVID. Not now. You can get all kinds of awesome Pass the Gravy gear. We got our regular logo shirts. We got our Gravy Gang shirts. Go check it out, passthegravymerch.com.
Dad hats. Don't forget about the hats.
Dad hats. Love the dad hats. But if you get anything from them, from us, hit us up, tag yourself, and tag us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook or wherever else. Let us know you're supporting the Gravy Gang. And we want to retweet you guys and share that we have people that actually buy our stuff and they wear it. And that's really cool. So shout out to Bro Brad. He was up at Southern Star this weekend. He was wearing a Pass the Gravy Bro shirt, so that was pretty cool. And I mean, you can get a Pass like the sister podcast to this. You can get a Pass the Gravy Bro shirt at passthegravymerch.com. But shout out to Bro Brad, and shout out to you if you're at Pass the Gravy Merch right now. Going and buying the shirt. passthegravymerch.com. But all you gotta do to be part of the Gamble Gang is get one of them shirts. And it's like we wanted to do a members only when we started a cult, and the cult kind of fizzled out, I feel like. But Gamble Gang, I feel like, is gonna be here to stay, and we're gonna work on maybe some like sort of like message chat, like a Facebook group or something like that. We'll just have like exclusive Gamble Gang members in. We'll talk about what we're betting on every day and all that stuff. But it'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can have something cool out of this. But passthegravymerch.com. Go get some Pass the Gravy gear and support your favorite podcast. Let's move on, guys. Let's get into our Comeback Kid segment. The Comeback Kid segment, the normal segment that we regularly do. So without further ado, here we go. It's Comeback Kid.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
Okay, guys. So what do we have as our first Comeback Kid this week? We got
Pineapples.
Pineapples
Are back. Specifically, one pineapple. La Pina.
Not the one under the sea.
Yuli Gurriel.
Uliski.
Re-signed with the Astros, 1 year, $7 million. Took a little bit of a discount for us. We're going to have him again next year. It's a big signing.
That's what's up. He's got great hair.
We don't need to. I just threw that in there because, as we've already discussed, I'm watching the Astros game and they showed his hair, and I love him so much.
All right, so Yuli Gurriel, he's back.
He
is back. Another comeback kid is Green Day, because September is ending, and it's like it's gonna be May Justin Timberlake meme when it's about to be May. Like, that's what we're gonna see for like the 30th of September and the 1st of October. Then, hey, did anybody wake up Green Day guy? So,
isn't there a Counting Crows one too for one of the months?
Is it long December? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right,
not as popular.
We need to write a song about a month and a month ending or a month beginning, and then we can just turn ourselves into a meme. So let's just, future us needs to remember that. Just write that down, Bobby Jokes. We'll just put that in our to-do list. Okay. Another comeback kid this week is spooky season. It is October, and you guys know it's spooky season. I feel like spooky season, I'm a little bit more lenient this year because I was telling Emma the other day, I was like, people were like putting up Halloween decorations and it's not even October. And I normally get frustrated, but now I'm like, no, we're all fucking stuck at home. You're bored. I get it. Kind of get it. That's fine. Whatever. Like, if you're home all the time, you're working from home, like, you might as well be like happy with where you are. So just, throw some fucking Halloween shit up. Whatever.
I got really excited because I saw in our Facebook memories, I guess yesterday or something was the anniversary of Shocktober when we wore the dog collars.
Yes. And Robert what was the reason that you shocked us? Was it just because we kept talking?
I think it was just because I was letting out some anger. I think that's really what it was. I was just
there's a lot of anger behind those eyes.
Can do it now.
That was,
honestly,
in retrospect, it was probably a bad idea we did that, but it was fun.
Oh, no, I thought it was a great idea.
Funny
and
now,
actually,
I guess. At the time, it was terrible.
Because we were talking about this last year. We had every October show, we have a something-tober. And it got really hard to start thinking of more of them. And, like, literally the only one I've come up with for this year is Croctober, where everyone cooks something in a crock pot. No, Croctober, where we all cook, like, something in a crock pot, and then we just eat that during the podcast the whole time. Not a great idea.
Or with crocodiles,
I think what we should do is just every episode be Shocktober.
I don't like, but like Robert can't shock us now.
No, but here's what we do. We put it on, and then when Robert decides we need to be shocked, he just like holds up a sign and we have to shock ourselves.
I'll just start saying like really shocking things.
When Robert shocks us literally with his words, then we have to
I would be shocked if Robert cussed.
Oh. Would you do that? Would you do that?
Nah, I don't think that's going to happen.
But you can say a lot of curse words that just really shock us a bunch.
Like, what's the level? Like, will you say butt?
Yeah.
What about ass?
No.
All right. Boobs.
Breasts? Okay.
No, you did a boobs rock documentary. That's like how that's how I met Robert.
What about chesticles?
Chesticles?
Yeah.
He said it. That counts. That counts.
All right.
So spooky season. Spooky season is back. Get your Halloween stuff out. Get your pumpkins. David pumpkins. I think that's fair game to watch every day now. David has pumpkins. I will start doing that. I will go 30 for 31 again, like I did last year. And
30 for 31. You're gonna just skip a day.
I did 31 for 31.
You said 30.
Well, I fucked it up, dude. Okay, the thing is called 30 for 30, 31 for 31. I should be able to do that better. You're right. But yeah, spooky season, that's back. So I guess get your pumpkin spice lattes, and that's it. That's it. Get your there's got Cygord, your Cygord from Southern Star Brewing Company, your Oktoberfest that's out. Well, I had a question that I should probably have asked Dave, but like from Southern Star, but like, why is Oktoberfest like not in October?
Well, because it's a seasonal, and it's more of a fall beer than a specifically October beer.
But it seems like it would make more sense in October, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, you can still get it now.
I mean, I've got one right now, but it's like I feel like I should be drinking it more in October because of that. But then they have Cygord, and that's the pumpkin one. So I don't know.
Well, it's because
there's no real wrong way to go, but
When
Oh,
you
no, I'm
think
drinking
October,
more beer.
you think Halloween. People start getting ready for Halloween like in early September, if not earlier nowadays.
Sometimes December the previous year.
Like August, as soon as like it starts to be the season when leaves change, which I know it doesn't happen down in Texas, but as soon as it's August, you can start throwing orange shit out there, and that's when it's time for October. And I'm sorry, are you complaining that we're getting delicious beer months early?
I'm not complaining at all. I've always wondered, like, why is Oktoberfest, like, not in October? Like, why is that not the release? But, like, I don't have a problem with it. I'm cool being able to drink it all the time. That just was I was putting.
I don't know
just
about you.
asking
When I
questions.
think of August, though, I think of like orange. Like if I'm going for a color, it's going to be like orange and brown.
August, autumn.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because it starts with the same two letters. That's what we did. This is a weird
Aw.
episode, guys. This is a weird episode.
Enjoying it. We're fucking. I don't know what's going on today, but
Yeah, we
I
got
like
some
it.
weird comeback kids, I feel like, but Spooky Susan, that's a comeback kid. The next one is chicken and waffles. Maybe not to everybody, but to me, I have been on a chicken and waffle kick. And it could have been like a not cool because it's like, Alex, you don't need to be eating chicken and waffles all the time, but it is a fucking awesome thing. So like, I'm not going to put it as a not cool because I think it's fucking sick. Waffle Bus, do you know what that is? You ever heard of it?
yes, I have.
Fucking fantastic. Never had that before, but my good friend Tessa was telling me at work the other day, she was like, hey, me and my buddy had some Waffle Bus the other day and it was amazing. And she was telling me about like all the stuff that they could get from it. And she talked about what talked me into it was they were called Frightos and they're waffle fries sliders. They're waffle fry sliders with little pieces of chicken in it. Like, what? So
Ooh.
Emma was out of town, I said earlier this weekend, and I don't cook. So I was like, I'm just going to order some Waffle Bus. That sounds fun. It's a nice little Friday night. Let's kick off the weekend with some chicken and waffles. Fucking had the Fritters. Amazing. Amazing. I loved it. Got some little side. I got a little thing of hot chicken and waffles on the side of it. A little baby waffles. Pretty fucking great. And, you know, a little
Syrup?
dipping them in syrup. Yeah, you dip
There you
them in
go.
syrup. You do all that. It's great. They have, like, sandwiches you can put. They just have straight up waffle stuff. But, like,
Was it
I
real
don't know.
syrup or was it some? I would assume it's real syrup because this
It was
is what
real.
they do.
It was real. It was definitely real.
Like Vermont, New Hampshire maple syrup. That's what you got to have.
It tasted as real as it could have. So, I mean, if
Yeah.
it wasn't real, it was imitation, whatever. And they imitated well. But it was fucking awesome. And it's like, I've talked about, like, how that's just a combo that you don't really think about. But it's like, it is fucking good. And then I went over to my brother's house to watch I was watching college football and I was watching UFC on Saturday at my brother's. And they were like, hey, let's get some food. And they ordered some wings, but the wing order got fucked up or whatever. So we had to get that whole thing refunded from like, his roommate. I don't know. I didn't really, they were like, but that's not working now. We're not doing wings. But what we should do is just find another place. So we're like, all right. And I was like, Waffle Bus? And I explained it to them. They're like, absolutely. Let's fucking do Waffle Bus. So I had Waffle Bus for 2 days in a row, like Friday and Saturday. And I like then offered Emma to like, I was like, I'll order this Waffle Bus on Monday if you don't want to get anything at the grocery store. And she did get something at the grocery store, but I was like fully ready for Waffle Bus again. And like, I would be down if like either of you guys were like, hey, since we're not together, do y'all all want to separately order Waffle Bus and just like get a DoorDash too? And I would be like, yeah, let's all do it. That's a great idea. Let's go. Like, it's amazing. I don't know why, but I just want to eat chicken and waffles all the time now. So
Because it's great. I want you. You got to come by sometime. I want you to come by the restaurant when I'm working there, and you got to try ours. I want an honest review.
dude, I'm down. I mean, I'm not like I've never been like a diehard like chicken and waffles guy, but like I like some of them. How it's like
It is a
I
great
like
combo.
I like the spicy chicken combo with just regular waffles. It's a nice palate cleanser in between the spice. That's fucking cool. I like just the regular wings with it. I like the fucking fritters. Like, I'm all about it, dude. It's a solid combo. And whoever thought chicken and waffles went together, it makes perfect sense. And it's like I can eat it at any time of the day. I don't know if it's day or night or whatever. It's like the IHOP of meals.
A big part of it that people underestimate is like just syrup goes great on chicken. That's, I think, like the thing that really sets it over the top. Like, of course, syrup, you know, with your waffle, delicious. When you add that sweetness onto fried chicken, you're like, oh my God.
And it's
dude.
like a super weird mix when it's like this. They had this like spicy chicken too, spicy fried
Mhm.
chicken, and I was like, why do I like the syrup on the spicy fried chicken? Like, I would have thought that I would have wanted to keep that away, but then sometimes like the waffle like had like gotten soaked in some of the spice or whatever, and I was like, the waffle's a little spicy at the end of it too, but I don't hate that. I like it. I'm also somebody
we-
that doesn't mind my food touching, and like I know there's people that have like weird things about like I don't want there to be any gravy touching from my potatoes to my bread or anything.
Yeah, those people are just weird. You're
but
weird
you're not gonna
people.
like chicken and waffles probably. But like I fucking loved it. I thought it was awesome, and yeah, I think I might be addicted to chicken and waffles.
I mean, it's not a bad addiction. It's really good.
It's definitely not. But I'm just letting you guys know if you see more signs of this. If like
I've got an offshoot on that for you.
Don't let me start a chicken and waffles streak. Don't let me start one of those.
No,
okay?
no, you'll put on 400 pounds.
Right. The crawfish streak is expensive enough as it is, which is at 37 weeks, by the way.
I've got an offshoot. Since you were saying that's kind of like a unusual pairing, and I've yet to even have this myself but at work the other day, one of the guys had an idea for a fried chicken sandwich, but what he did was he made a peanut butter gravy to go on it. He was like, dude, for the rest of my life now, there will be before I had this sandwich and after I had this sandwich. He said it was world bending. Just completely changed. I was going to drive in today and get it since it's my cheat day, and I forgot. And as soon as you started talking about chicken and waffles, I got really angry at myself because I was like, I want to murder this sandwich. And now I can't.
Now it's not going to happen.
Now I'm probably just going to give myself another random cheat day in the middle of the week when I'm there because I need peanut butter gravy in my life. I don't know how he thought of that, but yes, guys, peanut butter gravy.
You know the name of the podcast, right? Like, I'm just saying.
I know.
If there was somebody that could market it, just let them know.
Oh, yeah.
You're the guy. And
oh, no.
We are always open for advertisers. Slide in our DMs at Pass Gravy Pod.
I'm going to.
We're down for some advertisers if you want to.
I'm going to put that on our specials. Like, it's Houston Restaurant Week got extended, so we're still doing those as our specials. As soon as it's over,
the gravy special where it's like you have different kinds of gravy.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of name it the PBG sandwich, peanut butter gravy, I'm going to name it the PTG sandwich and see if anyone notices.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to do that because I have power over edit. And if nobody notices that it's messed up at first, and a lot of the time, once we've printed it out, if we see a typo, we'll just go, fuck it.
So just do that, yeah.
I'm gonna name the PTG sandwich.
And then even if not, like, I bet if you named it the PTG sandwich, we could probably get some Gravy Gang to go in there and order it. Like, I don't know. We did get Southern Star to keep like Strawberry Bombshell Blonde around year round.
Oh, we've got power to move the needle, man.
Like,
we've got power.
The Gravy Gang shows up. Just let's get it fixed up, and then we'll let the Gravy Gang know. Let's go do it. But I'm pretty sure, like, I would go there on the reg if there's a PTG sandwich. That's like one of my dreams in life was to always like have something on a menu named after you. That's cool. And then, like, I just never, like, had, like, weird stuff where, like, whatever it is on the menu is always like, oh, yeah, old Mickey used to always come in and he liked to pickle on his peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So if you want a pickle on your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it's the Mickey. It's like,
or maybe, like,
that.
To, like, get it past my boss, maybe I'll do, like, a P plus G, so it still looks like a T and it's PTG, and he just won't know. It'll be like a secret menu item.
We'll tell him that's what it was, but then just put PTG, and they're like, oh, that was a misprint. And then, like you said, they'll just keep it.
Hell yeah, dude, this is happening.
And then we'll get the gravy gang to go in and be like, yeah, I want that PTG sandwich. And they're like, it's what?
Actually, I think Restaurant Week might be ending tomorrow or the next day. So I might fucking go do this tomorrow morning.
Do it. You know what you should also do? And this is absolutely, like, again, this is a weird podcast today. But let's just embrace it, whatever.
Yeah, just turn into it.
Okay, hear me out. A flight of little, like, things of gravy. It's different kinds of gravy. You get 4 different gravies at least, and then you bring out stuff that you would put gravy on. And you just call it pass the gravy because literally you are passing them the gravy on a flight. But then, like, there's some chicken, there's some potatoes, there's whatever else you'd put it on. I think that would be kind of cool.
So what gravy? So obviously you got the our gravy is a bacon white gravy. It's like a country gravy. We'll do the peanut butter gravy.
Whataburger's gravy is pretty bomb too, so get that.
Well, we can't serve that at my restaurant.
No, just go buy it and heat it up.
I'm trying to just give me gravy ideas that I can combine with white gravy, guys, because my kitchen staff's a bunch of assholes and they're not going to make brown gravy. So give me ideas that I can combine. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I said it. Anybody that's worked in a restaurant knows that your kitchen staff is a bunch of assholes.
I am condemning white gravy supremacists, by the way, as well.
Oh, I am not.
White gravy supremacists?
White gravy is
You can't be
superior
walking
to
around
brown
there
gravy.
with hate in your heart.
White gravy is superior to brown gravy, and it's not even close.
There is no gravy that's bad gravy.
Oh, I agree. But I'm just saying there is no, like, okay, because we have someone here that has constantly bad takes. Robert, which do you prefer, white gravy or brown gravy?
Say brown.
I'm gonna go with brown gravy.
Yeah, because you have bad taste. We've established this multiple times.
You know what? I'm going to go with Robert. I'm going to go with brown gravy as well.
Well, you're an idiot. We've established that multiple times.
Well,
country gravy is better.
You're in the minority in this one.
Hey, when you have biscuits and gravy, do you use brown gravy or white gravy?
Depends on what
you use white gravy. It's the only gravy that you use on biscuits.
I don't
and gravy.
provide my own gravy, and I'm not a gravy. I don't have any preference on gravy.
If I ordered biscuits and gravy and they brought me brown gravy, I'd be like, first of all, how dare you?
See, I wouldn't know any different. I mean, I would be like, that doesn't usually look like what it looks like, but like maybe they got their own spin on it. I don't know. Let's fucking try it.
It's just
what we're learning today, guys. Is that
I'm still gonna eat it.
Hates brown gravy.
I don't. I like brown gravy, but white gravy is superior.
Wow. What did we say when we first came out? Like, we condemned that shit, bro.
I condemn white supremacy on basis of race, not on gravy.
But you didn't specify, and I thought under that umbrella, gravy was... I'm not saying that, like, you can't like white gravy. You just have to also appreciate brown gravy and give it the same opportunities.
I'm making a poll right now, and I'm putting it out there.
I mean, white gravy's probably going to win. I get it. But you can't just write off brown gravy, bro. That's not what this. That's not what 2020 is about.
I'm just saying that without a doubt, white gravy is better.
For gravy equality.
Brown gravy is good too. Like, I don't know why you're fighting me on this, man. You're trying to make it into a thing that it's not.
I have brown gravy brown gravy friends. I don't hate brown gravy.
Yeah, people that like brown gravy listen to this too. People that like white gravy listen to this podcast as well.
Why would you refer to your friends as brown gravy friends?
I don't know. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody's just one category to you, I guess.
I'm not pushing people into categories. That's what you racists are doing. I am just talking about gravy.
It's gravesists.
You guys are the ones that are just bad people.
Gravyists is what you're calling yourself. But okay, whatever. Moving on. That was from what? Chicken and waffles. We got there. Cool. This one's gonna go equally as well, I would assume. Is debates. Debates are back this week, and in a big way. First of all, let me just say that I bet on the debates for the first time ever in my life, and boy, was that a different way to watch it, because I didn't really pay attention to what was said specifically. I bet over 3.5 times that Trump mentioned or said the name Obama. Trump fucking came through in the clutch on that one, because like he said Obamacare in like the first 5 minutes 3 times, and I was like, I just need one more time and we're good. But then somebody was telling me to take the under on China because I think it was 6.5, and I was like, fuck it. Everybody else is doing that. It's better value to pick the under. He fucking ruined China. Like, he said China like 100 times. He said it so many times. It was terrible.
China virus.
Well, he'll like say it in like
the China plague.
3 times in like one sentence, and you're like, damn it. The China plague over in China, and China didn't secure things.
Oh, he loves
like,
China.
Damn it. Stop saying China. And then what else? What I missed on, I said that Joe Biden would take the first sip of water, and Joe Biden nor Trump took a sip of water the whole time that I saw. So that's a push. So
that was shocking.
I know, right? I was like, they're both old dudes. Like, they're going to be parched. And Trump was speaking first, I knew. So I was like, Biden's probably going to take a little sip, get a little lubed up, get ready to go, you know? But no, didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Shocked.
But like, Emma was watching.
My brother,
by the way, TV.
He went 4 for 5 on his presidential debate prop bets, and the only one he misclicked. He was so angry about it. He misclicked on the answer.
That's pretty funny.
Tragic.
But like, I was like, Emma was watching with me, and I'm just like, fucking take a drink, Joe. Take a fucking drink of water, Joe. It's like they're yelling at each other over like really serious things. I'm like, drink a fucking water, dude. Like, that was where my interest in the debate was. And then like I'm kind of glad I was just paying attention to other things on the debate as well. Like I had the Yankees up, so that was a nice distraction as well. But like, dude, I don't fucking understand debates at all. Like that wasn't a debate; it was just people yelling at each other. And then
It was
who
two
the
senile
fuck
old
is-
dudes.
who the fuck is undecided? Like everybody watching the debate had their mind made up. Like, why are you watching the debate? You don't need to watch it, dude. You're not gonna get swayed. If you're a fucking Biden guy, you're gonna be a Biden guy at the end of it. These aren't candidates that are going to sway people.
Well,
Like, you're one way or the other. Like you're not gonna be like, I don't know. They both had good points. Like you either see it one way or you see it the other way.
I know because some people are like, listen, I hate both of them. They both suck.
Joanna Jones.
Maybe if I can learn a little bit about their specific policy stances, then they can sway me one way or the other. Because there are people out there like that. Unfortunately, there was no policy stances that were even fucking discussed in that. It was two 70-plus-year-old men arguing like two 5-year-olds. Just like, no, you're wrong. No, you are.
Dude,
My
like
dad
literally,
says
like
this.
Biden called him a
No.
liar, and Joe's like, "No, you're a liar." Like, what are we
That's
doing?
basically what it was.
This is
It was
debate. A presidential debate.
I know you are, but what am I? That's what
That's 100%
like,
what
that
it
boils
was.
down.
Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. My dad committed your dad. That was what I was expecting. That it was.
I will
super
say,
weird.
and because I was at work, so like I was only catching bits and pieces of it. But I went in the back and I sat down on the computer, and Joe was trying to make some point. He goes, number one. And he goes, number two. Trump goes, you're a number two.
Yeah.
I was like, I started laughing,
Which was
so
like
hard,
a
'cause
vice
I was like,
president reference and a piece of shit reference.
I was like, that should not be here. But it caught me so, like, even for Trump, that caught me so off guard. I was like hysterically laughing. I was like, holy shit, the president of the United States just called his opponent a number two. And I know that shouldn't be funny. It shouldn't.
Like I would if I hadn't bet on the fucking debate, I was not gonna watch it. I wouldn't have watched it. I just like I don't want to watch the next one. I don't want to watch it. From what little I saw of this one, I was like, I'm done, man. I don't care anymore. I just like it's stupid. And it's funny watching Twitter where there's people that it's like, dude, you are hearing 100% only what you want to hear. Because on one side it's like, oh, he's owning him. Oh, so-and-so's owning him. And it's like, no, they're saying the same shit and they're not saying anything at all. Like, what are you guys fucking watching?
Yeah, like that made me laugh super hard too, because there was a group that came to the restaurant to watch the debate last night, which I'll get into later.
Bunch of nerds.
But then it ends and they leave and it switches. They had it on Fox News to watch it. It was just, and then it ends and of course it goes. And now we're going to Hannity. He's like, President Trump owns Obama. I was just like, what? I was like, nothing got said. And then they showed a montage of him supposedly owning Obama, and I was just like, nothing happened. All of this was bullshit.
But I think I saw on CNN, they were like, well, there was no real winner in tonight's debate. And because there was no real winner, Joe Biden was the winner. I was like, what does that mean? If there was no winner, then nobody won. Like, how does that
The only winner,
The
only
is
winner
no
was
winner.
memes.
And by that, no winner is Biden. And that doesn't make
No,
sense. Say
the only winner was memes.
memes were
And
great.
the best one I saw was just that one that goes debate ends, and it's just all of America, and it's just that Ben Affleck smoking a cigarette, like,
I saw some people saying like, oh, Chris Wallace asked Biden softball questions. I'm like,
Dude,
he asked them the same question.
yeah,
to
there was
both
the same
people.
topics.
Yeah,
I
like
don't- I just don't understand politics, guy. And it's like, you're allowed to like whatever you want. I'm not saying you can't. It's just like, I get that I'm mad about football and dumb shit all the time. And I understand that, but like, I can't imagine being like, football's like real world stuff, but it's not really real world stuff. It's not like people's lives mostly. Like, it's
unless you're a
fucking
degenerate
game.
gambler and you have your whole fucking rent bet on the
Yeah.
game.
But I'm not at that point. So like,
No.
I don't know. It's weird just like that people like dedicate their whole lives just watching politics. Like they aren't like in the field of politics, but like that's all they care about. Like that seems like you're just asking to be angry and upset and mad forever. And like that girl, like right after Trump got elected, that was the gif where she's just yelling like, ah, no, and she's got the yellow like construction vest on or whatever. Like, I remember seeing that and be like, wow, like, it's just like, it's gonna be okay. Like,
Well,
don't be
careful
that,
with that. Some people are going to cancel you, Alex.
No, I don't know. It's just like, you being upset about it all the time isn't going to fix it. And like, that is politics, is you being constantly upset about something, whether or not you're on any, like, regardless of the side you're on, you're always mad about something. Like, I would rather just be mad that like my offensive line isn't doing well. And like that my my team's star running back got hurt. Like, I feel like I can sleep easier at night with those being my worries. And is that privilege? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm sorry. Let me, here's my privilege. I'm checking it. But like, I don't know. Like, it just seems exhausting to be like into politics as much as some people are. And that is my take on the debate. Now, Robert, your stance on foreign policy. Do you have 2 minutes uninterrupted?
On foreign policy?
He's wrong.
The debate, yeah, there really was no winner. I don't understand how anyone can say this guy won or the other guy won, or that they were asked different questions, because it was literally the same topics for both of them.
And like, why don't we have a fucking mute button? If Around the Horn can do it on ESPN, if Tony Reale can fucking mute Woody Page and J.A. Adande when they go on too long about the Lakers and the NBA Finals, like, why can't, like, oh, you can't talk, Trump, your mic is just not on, so whatever he says, we just, doesn't matter. Like, why not do that?
It really is that simple. How have they not figured it out?
I can mute Pat right now on this call we're on. I can literally hit a mute button and it would mute you.
I know you had like 4 episodes where you had a lot of fun.
No,
with
but
that.
I'm saying, like, if I can do that, why can't we do that for the president? Like, we have the technology, it's there. Just throw that in there. Just throw that feature in there. I don't understand it.
Here's what we really need.
Than people talking about it, talking over each other the whole time.
The next debate, the way this one went, what the country really, really does need, and it was a joke before, it has to be Joe Rogan.
No,
because he won't put up with the bullshit that they just
more of a
allowed
sideshow, dude. No, he
no,
will. He'll be like, he'll just like
same thing,
Rogan. Or he'll be like,
No,
Trump, have you ever done DMT? Have you ever done DMT? And it was like, it would just be like weird conversations. Like, hey, check out this video of this lion.
No, because here's what Joe Rogan would do. He would be like, he would ask a question and they would dance around it, and Joe Rogan would go, all right, motherfucker, that's not what I asked you. Answer the fucking question or we're not going to move on, and we're going to stare at you with 50 million people watching, and you're going to look like a fucking idiot. Answer my question.
No, I saw that too. People wanted Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, it would be the exact same thing if Joe Rogan did it. Like, it
you
would
think
be
Joe Rogan?
They don't fucking respect anybody. They don't respect talking to him.
Joe Rogan will sit there and he's not going to be.
Listen, look,
he's not going to try to moderate. He's going to yell at both of them.
This is like the debate.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Okay, I'm finished.
But if it's going to be a sideshow where we learn nothing, it might as well be fucking Joe Rogan.
It'd be the same thing. They both interrupt.
They don't, like, they both think they're above everybody speaking to them.
Give Joe Rogan the mute button.
Give anybody the, like, I don't remember the dude's name from last night, but give that guy, the dude with the glasses, give him the mute button. Brett Wallace.
No, but like,
Brett
the funniest thing will be like, because I fully anticipate this happening if it's Joe Rogan. Trump being muted, Trump still yelling across the stage, and at some point Joe Rogan just turning and going, Mr. President, shut the fuck up.
Jamie, shut that up. Jamie, shut that up.
It'll just be like, fuck, we learned nothing from this one. We might as well get someone up there that doesn't give a shit about how he's viewed and can just tell people to fuck off and not lose his cable news anchor job.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think people would watch it, but it's like, I don't think that Joe Rogan is going to be any more effective at it. Like, I think it's it's one of those ideas that seems like it would be a good idea, but I don't really think it would be.
I mean, it can't go any worse than it went last night.
I think it's going to always go that way. I think that's just how debates are now. Trump has broken politics.
No, I think when he's out of office, and we go back to having politicians in politics, I think we can go back to a civil one like it was with McCain and Obama. Like, I think it can be civil again. It just, with Trump, there's no fucking chance because he's the most egotistical bastard
the master
of all time.
Troll. And like, I'm not saying I like him or anything, but like, you sort of got to respect the troll level that he goes to, where it's just like, dude, he just won't stop. He won't fucking stop. He's not stopping. And it's like, I don't
He
know if
called
your
you a
strategy-
number 2.
I don't know if your strategy is just to get the other guy to break and just lose it and then go off on you. And like, I don't know. That's what it kind of seems like. But like, he just fucking won't. Like, it's like, dude, these are legit. Like, the sky is blue. No, it's not. No, it's not. Sky's not blue. Sky's not blue. No, it's not. No, nope. I have too good knowledge that it is red. The sky is red. Red sky. It's like, you're like, I can see it, man. Like, you present him with regular shit. And he's like, nope, fake. It's fake. It's not real. This, what you see isn't happening. It's not happening. And it's like, all right, dude. Like, I respect that troll level, but like, it's getting old, and maybe I don't know. I don't want to keep talking about politics. Let's move on. The debating people on a presidential debate stage or just on Twitter, because actually you weren't really debating people on Twitter. You were just telling people they're idiots and just talking down to people. And it's like, dude, just fucking chill. Like, you searching out the Trump guy or you searching out the Biden guy and owning him on Twitter isn't like, you didn't win. You didn't really do anything. And then also fucking early not cool that I don't want to have as a not cool is that's it. That's the tweet. Just fucking go away. Go away.
I hate that.
Go away. It's basically saying I have absolutely nothing to add to this, but like, let me just add, like, it's somebody else's burn on someone else. They're like, that's the tweet. That's it. You showed them. It's about anybody. I'm not saying it's about anybody specific. It's just like, that is so obnoxious. And I feel like political Twitter is the one that does it the most. Like, that's the tweet? Like, what does that mean? That's a tweet.
I like chicken and waffles. That's it. That's the tweet.
That's the tweet. Let's just start. No, you know what? Let's start doing that to people. Just
I had a ham sandwich today. That's it. That's the tweet.
Gravy Gang. Just comment that on random people's like, that's it. That's the tweet. OMG, I was so tired when I got out of bed this morning. That's the one. That's the tweet. That is the tweet. Yes! You dropped this, and then it's a little crown. Just do that. We're just gonna do. I'm gonna start doing that to the Gravy Gang this week, and just like random stuff. I'll go in your old tweets too and just find those.
See, I feel like 90% of my over 90% are just me retweeting shit and liking. I should spend a week where I just do like meme formats and stereotypical tweets. Like, that's all I do.
Do it.
Just like a lot of that's it, that's the tweet, or
and then you can call your Twitter
my
an art exhibit for the week.
2-year-old told me about, Aleutian philosophy.
Well, that's
or,
a big
like,
one too.
All those like terrible meme or tweet formats.
My
that's what I
6-year-old
should do.
went to bed crying after what she heard President Trump say. And it's like, no, she didn't. Your 6-year-old doesn't know that. Your 6-year-old has no idea what to comprehend unless you're terrifying them by telling them scary things.
Yeah, which, by the way, if you're keeping your under 15-year-old up to date on politics, you're a terrible parent. Let them have a child.
I don't know what age, but I just like, I hope that if I ever have a kid that my 5-year-old isn't going to be well versed in what went down in the presidential debate. Like, I wouldn't expect that.
And they shouldn't be. They should allow.
And if
allow
my
them to be
5-year-old had a friend that was, I'd be like, get that fucking kid out of my house. Like, get the fuck away.
I'm
from
gonna
me.
teach them about real heroes.
Go
the
home
ones
with your
that
weird
I like.
parents.
No, like, you're 5. Your hero should be Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman. Like, you're 5.
Yeah, just let him fucking chill. Like, you're not supposed
Let
to
him
know
be
that there's
5.
bad shit going on as a 5-year-old. Just like,
Look, a
let him
5-year-old
live
shouldn't
life.
have to have the pressure of knowing that the president's a dickhead.
yeah, they shouldn't even know what a dickhead is at that point. Like, just let them know they're cool. Like, just, hey, fucking Batman movie. Watch this. Avatar. It's coming. The new one's coming out. Check this
Let
out.
them
Like,
climb
all
a tree
that
and
shit.
karate kick their friends and
throw
get some
rocks at each
bruises and
other.
bumps.
Yeah,
And
all kinds of stuff like that.
God, I wish I was 5 again.
Like the good old days. Yeah, when we just didn't know shit.
If I was 5, I'd get a Twitter right now and wait for my parents to tweet fake shit and then just be like, I never said that.
That will be funny when like kids grow up if they can go back and do like I never once did this. This is inaccurate. This is absolutely false.
Hey, my dad was full of shit when he said this. Let's roast him 15 years later.
Let's get him. All right. Our next comeback kid is Machine Gun Kelly. Now, I've talked about him on the podcast before. I feel like there's very few people I've wanted to hate more than Machine Gun Kelly. And I did hate him for a very big portion of time where I was like, fuck that guy. He seems like a pain in the ass. Like, even when he's a rapper, he was annoying. When he then fucking tried to do a diss track on Eminem like an idiot, I was like, what are you doing, bro? And then
Not a smart move.
Yeah, he got into acting and did that Tommy Lee thing on the
That was
Church.
awesome.
I was like, that's not bad. Okay.
He was great in that.
then he like is best buddies with Travis Barker now, and he put out a song like with Megan Fox was in it. It was called Bloody Valentine. That was pretty tight. He did another song with Travis Barker, and then he just put out an album on Friday, and it's like an alternative album. And I have described it as it's like a Blink-182 cover band was asked to make the next Blink-182 album, but Travis gets to help you make it. And it was like just also Machine Gun Kelly's like the only person making things, but like,
All right,
so
I'm in.
it was basically like Machine Gun Kelly, go make another Blink-182 album. Here's Travis, he'll help you. And it sounds kind of like early Blink, but with like more of like a punk influence and stuff like that. I don't know. I dig it.
Oh,
It's very,
okay.
very,
That statement makes no sense because early Blink was like it was punk. It was pop punk.
pop
but, like-
punk, but like with it's got more punk into like the guitar and stuff sounds kind of punky and stuff too. You'll get it. It's hard to explain. Like you just listen to it. Just listen.
I'll
to it.
have to do that today, and then I'll critique you.
And I promise you will agree with me on that. But it's fun. Like it's very produced. Like I don't think Machine Gun Kelly's voice is as good as it appears on the album, but like the songs are fucking catchy as shit. And what is he's got a song with Halsey on it called
White
Like,
people.
Forget Me.
Forget Me. Yes, it's called Forget Me too. Fucking best song on the whole album, and like that has been nonstop. Just like I had that on just like the replay single song over again. Like, all right, fine, let's listen to it again. Fucking banger. The whole fucking album is pretty great, but definitely like a solid running playlist. Just run that whole album through there. I know our boy David Ruiz was listening. And he said he liked it, but I promise you, if you like Blink, you're gonna love this fucking album. It's fucking dope. It's not Blink, but it's got Blink influences, and you will be like. It sounds kind of like you're in the early 2000s when you're listening to it.
I love the early 2000s.
And like I fucking hated Machine Gun Kelly. I'm down with him right now. He's cool. He's no Lil Nas X. All right, Lil Nas X is our king on this show, and we all know that. And he's working on some new stuff too. But right now, Machine Gun Kelly, very hot right now. And he's a comeback kid because of that. The other comeback kid we got is the Stanley Cup, because it got hoisted, and I don't think it got kissed. It got drank out of. So they would drink it out of the Stanley Cup, but the Tampa Bay Lightning. And that's also good because Dallas didn't win a championship. So shout out to the Lightning for stopping that.
I wanted to root for Dallas just because it was like, that's our only option
we don't ever
in
root
Texas.
for Dallas. Nobody but
But
Dallas.
it was just-
Anybody but Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't as strong on it as you are. I was like, dude, it'd be nice to see it come home to Texas. And until Houston gets an NHL team, which, God, I want it to happen. I don't know if it's going to. Like, I feel like if Tillman wanted it, Tillman would have it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I know the Houston to NHL to Houston group, like, guys, like you can
Which sucks
tweet all
because
you want. It just doesn't get anything done.
I think if we got an NHL team here too, I think Houston could be a damn good city for NHL. Because, well, all it takes is just say, hey, your team is from Houston, and Houston will be like, dude, that's our team.
Minus the
We
Arrows.
fucking love them. It's Houston. Houston loves itself some Houston.
The Arrows left.
Well, that was AHL, though. That wasn't – that was a minor league team.
It still had, like, nobody at the games, though.
Because it was Houston doesn't give a shit about – how many minor league teams does Houston have?
I don't know.
We're not a minor league city.
Sure,
That's
that's
Sugarland.
Skeeters, bro.
That's Sugarland.
That's Houston area.
No. We're not Dallas. We don't call ourselves the Dallas something and put our shit in Arlington, all right? We're not going to be, hey, we're the Houston hockey team. We're in Katy. No. We put our shit in the city borders.
Okay, but the Stanley Cup's back. Steve Yzerman built that fucking club. He put that team together, and now Stevie fucking Yzerman is the GM of the Detroit Red Wings, which clearly means that within like 5 years, the Red Wings are probably going to win the Stanley Cup. So don't worry. Future me is going to be very happy, and it's going to make all of this pain with my football team and my hockey team being shit way better, because when they're good, I'm like, I remember when it was painful to watch them, and now they're good again because Steve Yzerman has delivered just like I said he would, and it's going to happen.
In my NHL season on the game, I'm in like the 2023 season, and Detroit.
It's not a real game, not a real life thing.
No, but I'm just saying Detroit's doing really well in there. So the game knows. It's predicting that Yzerman's going to get his job done.
I think we all should know that the Red Wings are coming back, but nobody cares about hockey. That it doesn't really care about hockey. Like Robert doesn't give two shits about what we're saying right now. But moving on.
Yeah, but
Stanley
like
Cup is
was
cool.
said,
It's the coolest trophy in all sports. It was fucking cool, and I liked watching the Cup finals.
Alex, you got to remember, people cannot like it, but like he said in The Wedding Singer, I have the microphone, and you will listen to everything I have to say.
Or you'll just turn the podcast off or fast forward. But hopefully you don't do the second too.
Oh no, they'll fast forward if you want to, but we have the microphone.
That's true.
And you will listen to everything we have to say.
Or whatever you want to listen to. We aren't going to make you do things.
No, you will listen to everything.
I have one final comeback, kid.
Pop quiz tomorrow, guys.
Where?
It's on Twitter. We're just going to make
You'll learn. You'll know.
We're going to make 76 multiple choice questions.
So I hope you're right. I hope you're taking notes. That's what we're saying. All right. Our final comeback kid this week is the Atlanta Falcons blowing leads because the Atlanta Falcons blew another lead.
Man, they're bad.
They're not
Big
bad.
Nick,
they're
Big
good
Dick Nick
for. They're good for the first 3.5 quarters.
Here's my question.
First 3 quarters.
How does Dan Quinn still have a job today? I know it's 3 weeks into the year.
It's COVID.
But that's unacceptable. What do you mean because of COVID?
They're like, we gotta quarantine somebody and shit like that. Like, it's probably just easier to stick with the guy we got.
If the Packers come out and shit pump him on Monday Night Football in front of the entire country,
They probably will.
he has to be fired, right?
I don't know because Packers are a good team.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they've looked good, like, against – I mean, I don't think the Cowboys are a, like, upper echelon elite team in the league right now, but the Cowboys are a good team. They just have a bad defense, and they look good against them and then just blew it.
Dude. The Cowboys fuck themselves.
I agree. But if you face a team that's really good, like trending up, I think in the latest power rankings I saw had the Packers at, like, 3. They're playing really well. If you just get decimated by them and don't show up at all, like, you have to fire Dan Quinn. He should have been fired last year, and then Julio Jones saved his job, and then they went on a run. But, like, just because you got off the hot seat because you finished strong in the last 8 weeks of the previous year doesn't mean you're off the hot seat the next year.
To them it does, I guess.
Like, Arthur Blank, you look as bad as Cal McNair right now.
But to be fair, at least he looks like the team that he owns. Like, he looks like a Falcon, and he owns the Falcons. So, like, that's cool. Like, Cal McNair does not look like the Texans mascot. And if he looked like Toro, then I think we give him a pass. But he doesn't. So that could be another argument against Cal McNair. That I think somebody had submitted as a not cool, but we'll get to that in a little bit. And we can talk football then, too. But, yeah, the Falcons blowing another lead. It's just like, damn it. Every time I hear about the Falcons, all I hear about is, wow, they blew that lead again. Like 2 straight weeks. You just fucked it up. So stop doing that, Atlanta.
At least they have the Braves.
Are they winning right now?
They just won in the 13th inning. Which, by the way, Falcons had to be sitting there going, God damn it. Like, why do Atlanta teams have to fucking just drag our goddamn emotions through the mud for every fucking game? They went 13 innings and won 1.
But the fucking Cubs just fucked us.
What did they do?
It's 8-1.
I'm guessing not the Cubs?
5-1 in the 8th.
Not the Cubs are winning?
Yeah, 5-1 Marlins in the 8th.
Oh, well, I bet Oakland anyway,
Marlins,
so
but still.
2 parts of my parlays are dying right now anyway. I got to focus on my straight-up bets.
Whatever. Anyways, nobody cares about our bets. Nobody cares about our bets right now. But moving on, let's get to the What Would Jesus Do portion of the podcast where I got my haircut yesterday. And the girl was like, "So you do a podcast? What's your podcast about?" Which you were talking about earlier is like the hardest thing to explain to people. And I was like, we talk about like sports a lot and kind of just what's going on, give our thoughts. She was like, "Oh, like what would I like it?" I was like, "I don't know. Like we do a bunch of weird segments." And she's like, "What segments?" And I was, "Oh, we like Comeback Kid. What would Jesus do?" And I she's like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "So like, everybody had those bracelets when you were a kid. It's a WWJD, but you never had an answer. And our job is now to like answer it. So you throw Jesus in a situation like now." And she was just kind of like, "Okay. Oh, okay." Like either she was being really nice. I think she was probably just being really nice. But she
Who knows? Hey,
it's a weird one to explain this segment.
if you're listening right now, email us, or if you have Twitter, tweet us. Let us know. Be like, okay, Alex got me interested. The
What up,
first half
Amy?
of this podcast was really hard to get through, but now we're to the part that
Yeah,
we talked
Amy,
about.
if
So
you
let's
made
see.
it to this, if you made it this far, then shout out to you, because I think you might be the only one listening. Honestly, you might be.
No, see, I think this is exactly what people listen for. The way this one has gone, just off the rails and fucking
And like,
crazy.
sometimes we have people that are like, dude, a fucking 3-hour episode? Hell yeah. I'm like, but it was 3 hours, mostly of us just rambling. Like,
That's what we do, man.
But
We're
then there's people
ramblers.
that like the short one. So I have no idea.
Lord,
I
I
don't know.
was born a rambling man.
All right. But yeah, I was explaining the WWJD segment. I was like, yeah, they send us suggestions of what Jesus would do in a scenario Jesus would find himself in today, and we answer it. All you gotta do is use hashtag PTGWWJD at PassGrayPod. I'm at Alex J Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat D, and Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. And again, hashtag PTGWWJD to at Pass the Gravy Pod. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment, and here's the intro from our good buddy Jingle Blake. That's what I did.
Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
This week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our good buddy Ronell Gallardo at Ronell Gallardo on Twitter. Ronell says, what would JC's slogan be if he was running for president of the United States?
This is a good one.
I feel like it'd be something like obvious, like, I died for your sins. Vote for me.
I died for sins, bitch.
I died for you. The least you can do is vote.
Something
Or like
that.
for like how the country's going right now, Jesus heals. And we're like, oh, heal America again.
Ooh.
Ha.
The
You give me a
11th
ha-ha,
commandment.
bro.
Thou shalt vote.
Thou shalt vote me.
Man, dude, this is a good one.
My
Normally,
dad is
like-
literally God. Do you know who my dad is? That would be a good time that you could use that one, though. Like Six Flags,
Do-
though. Dad is God, so...
Do you know who my dad is? I deserve this.
You have eaten my body. You have drank my blood. Now put me in the fucking Oval Office.
I don't think he'd say fucking.
Thou shalt put me in thy Oval Office.
We've had politicians. We've had businessmen.
Oh, got it.
Why not try a carpenter?
I got it. Jesus Christ. Tough as nails.
Ooh! Ooh!
Done. That's it, right?
What do you think about crime? I'm going to be tough as nails.
This guy, police brutality, he's tough on that too. He's also tough on crime. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but that's probably what I would assume that some guy that might be a campaign manager in the South sounds like. And I don't know what party Jesus would affiliate himself with, but, a lot of times you got to have your Lyndon Baines Johnson, who's a Southerner, so you got to have that guy. I don't know. Maybe he gets some Southerner. He gets Beto O'Rourke to be his vice president. That would have been a good question. Who would Jesus' VP be? Not sex, obviously.
No. He'd probably get like
Christ,
Tom
Holy
Hanks.
Spirit 2020.
Just like the other most likable guy in the guy. Like it'd be Tom Hanks.
Why not the Pope?
That's a good call.
No,
I don't
the
know
Pope.
if he can be. He's not American though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a good idea to have a non-American as your VP just because in case Jesus died, then you would have someone that was not eligible for president by presidential election standards be there. So that's
Then you
opening
be
some
back
loopholes.
3 days later.
Can we go with Vince McMahon? I feel like Vince McMahon would be fun.
The Rock,
He's gonna be president one day.
Joe
He's got the
Rogan.
XFL to wear. Joe Rogan. Again. Again, I think Joe Rogan would just be like,
No, that's not the question. It's just Jesus Christ, tough as nails.
I think that's a
tough
good one.
as nails. He's
Have you
tough
seen
on climate control.
Have you
He's
seen our
tough.
country? Jesus Christ.
Like, come on. Those are great ones.
his slogan, I'm literally Jesus.
Literally me.
Are you a Christian? Well, I founded it. Technically, Jesus could be our first Jewish president.
Yeah, he would be. He would be, right? Yeah, I think so.
We could have Seder in the White House.
You have what?
It's a Jewish holiday.
I don't. Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
I think
well-versed in that.
I think this is the hardest "What would Jesus do" we've ever had. Like, because normally each of us, like, you'll bring it up, and within 10 seconds, my brain will just have something stupid that jumps out to it. And same with you. Tough as nails, I think, is the best we have.
I think tough as nails has to do it. It's got
Because,
to
like,
be.
then, like, it's that self-deprecation that everyone likes. Like, you're making the joke, so it makes it okay for other people to make the joke. Jesus Christ, tough as nails.
Yeah, that's it. It's a good one. Somebody make it like a Photoshop of that sign. I don't want to do it. So somebody else do it, please. All right.
Oh, you know who'd be his vice president? Jim Adler.
The Texas
got
hammer.
Dude, you got hammer and nails.
The hammer and the nail. That'd be great. Yeah. That'd actually really good,
hammer
yeah.
and nails 2024.
Or Thor. He's probably not American, so I don't know.
I want to see Jim Adler in the vice
I want to
presidential
see.
debate.
I think he belongs. Yeah, he belongs, and he's just yelling. That'd be cool.
Your stances are bullshit.
That does not make any sense. All right.
Yeah.
Moving along. That was
That was a
what
rough
Jesus
one.
do segment. That was a fun one, though. That was a good one.
No. I wasn't saying it was rough as in bad. I was just saying that was a good he almost stumped us.
Go give Renell a follow for that at Renell Gallardo on Twitter. All right, moving on. Let's get to our football picks, the PTG picks segment. It's brought to you by our good friends at Southern Star Brewing Company. I feel like we've talked them up already, but like obviously we're gonna talk about because they're the best beer in the entire world, the official sponsor of the PTG picks segment every week, and of our Big Brother podcast, Pass the Gravy Bro, as well. Like I still have the green screen on, so it looks like I got whatever the Big Brother thing was on there. But that's only on the video version. People listening, doesn't matter to you. I'm drinking a Southern Brunch right now. Pat's drinking the Lil Cal low calorie IPA. He also just fucking found some Korova milkshake. And I'm so jealous. I was looking for it the other day. I couldn't find it. And I was like, all right, I'll go Southern Brunch. I love me some Southern Brunch. Shout out Bro Brad again. This is the second time I mentioned him, but he was up there wearing a Pastor Gary Bro shirt. And he was up at Southern Star. And he said they recognized him for wearing the gear. And they're like, oh, that's Pastor Gravy. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. And he was like, dude, Strawberry Bombshell Blonde, the best beer ever. And he said Southern Brunch is awesome too. But he said that Southern Brunch was sold out. Like they didn't have any Southern Brunch at the brewery.
Not surprised.
This weekend. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, every time I go to my HEB, if there's a 6-pack there, I take it. I take like it. Usually there's like 2 to like maybe 4 of just the Southern Brunches that I see out there. And if I see 4 of them, I'll snag all of them. I'll snag a little pallet of it. But like, it's going fast, and he said he saw a whole like case of it and had to just snag it when he was at the store. And I was like, dude, get it while you can, man. Get it while you can because they go
Honestly,
fast.
Alex, you shouldn't grab a case. If you see 4, you should only buy 2. You got to leave it for the people. They got to know.
You're right, but like when I go back up there in stock, then I'll be good. Right now, I don't want to go without it.
I mean, hey, you know what? Better you go without it than the people. We need to spread the word.
I can spread the word.
I will say this, guys. This Korova milkshake. Holy, I've had not every Southern Brunch beer, or not Southern Brunch, every Southern Star beer they've ever made, because we got on there a little late. I will admit that. But since we've been on board, I've had everyone they've put out. And this is an IPA. I think this is the smoothest beer they've ever made.
Oh shit! I want it so you saying that just makes me want it more.
It's ridiculous. Like I said, it's an IPA, but like it almost has the smoothness of like a dark beer. Like I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but like it's not heavy like that, but it just has that just like when you picture a milkshake, you just get that smooth thinking and flavor in your head. Holy shit, man, it's amazing. I don't
can't wait to try it.
I lack the words to describe this. I really should text Keith beforehand and be like, what is the flavor profile that you guys are going for? Because my brain is just like good, delicious, smooth, nice.
Yum, hoppy. It's got hops in it.
That's the thing. It's not a hoppy IPA.
I'm trying to use you adjectives that I have heard people use to describe beer.
It is.
No, it's awesome.
Just
and
like how I said the Little Cow, you could just crush 100 of those by the pool. No, like it's just so smooth.
They're helping you take care of these quarantine days, guys. Like we were talking about this before the podcast too. I was like, man, like I know Southern Star has a bunch of different beers that they put out regularly throughout the year, but like they've definitely made the most out of quarantine. Like Dave and company at the brewery have been fucking pumping out new shit, and it's like we are not lying. I swear on my life, there is nothing that Southern Star makes that's not awesome. And like our buddy Brett Brandon, Price of a ZJ on Twitter. I know his Twitter by heart now, but it's like when you have a Twitter like that, it's awesome, and I'm always gonna remember that. But Brett Brandon was saying like he got the Sigurd, I believe, for his wife, the pumpkin beer, and he was like, it's not my style. My wife loves it. We're definitely gonna be getting more. But it's like even if it's not your style, like you're gonna be good anyways. And he was like, it's still like good for a pumpkin beer. It's just I'm not a pumpkin beer guy. And so like no matter what you're into, if it's an IPA, if it's the Bombshell Blonde, that's usually the one that people have heard about the most. Strawberry Bombshell Blonde, my personal favorite. Although I have the Southern Brunch is creeping up there. Strawberry Bombshell Blonde is my personal favorite, though. That is absolutely awesome. The Oktoberfest is still out there, and it's delicious. You can't go wrong with Southern Star Brewing Company. I promise you, you guys are going to love it. Tessa G. I know her. I always fuck up your name, I feel like, but she's been, she was doing the social distant pouring that they're doing the contest for at Southern Star. Saw her doing that over the weekend, and she was drinking some Southern Star. I appreciate anybody who's ever drinking the Southern Star. If you hear about it from Pass the Gravy, let them know you heard about it. Tag them on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. On Twitter and Instagram, they are at Southern Star BC and at Southern Star Brewing Co. And tag us at Pass the Gravy Pod. Let them know you're supporting the people that are supporting us. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world, the official beer sponsor of Pass the Gravy podcast and our PTG Picks segment. So here we go, Pat. It's football time. I feel like this is Robert's maybe least favorite part during football season. Do you just hate this where you're like, damn it, there's 30 minutes that I just won't get back in my life?
No, he just tones out 90% of this anyway, so.
Well, then Robert gets to like do Bet the House with, I mean, not me, it's Dante and Felipe, but he has to do 2 like football shows basically in a week.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's rough for him.
We know how much Robert watches football, so.
Yeah, this one is one that I get a little lost on.
Well, you should maybe start gambling like Pat did, and then you'll be more in on it. We can get us all in on this little
One of us.
Dude, you get a Gamble Gang shirt. You can be part of the group, huh?
I think even if I did start gambling, I wouldn't watch the games.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You win the money on it, though.
I would just wait until the end. Like, oh, did I get it? Oh, I got it. Or didn't get it. I wouldn't bother watching it.
I love having like a gambling buddy. It used to just be me by myself, and I would just question my own bets every time. And now like I have Pat, I have Chris, I got another couple buddies that is like back and forth. Like, yo, who you got today? Who we got today? And, like that's my favorite part of the day. Like when Pat is like sitting and be like, all right, what's everybody going with today? And we all just send out like this, and then like we're like, no, that's a fucking shit pick. That's a terrible pick. That's a fucking terrible pick. Go with that one. I like that one too. Cool. And then like we all make our own shit. We all make our own bets. And like as the games are going on, you're like, fucking just cash this one. Just cash this one. And it's just like a support group. We're just
great cash, homie.
You got hype guys. You got it's like your hype bros. And that's why you should be part of the Gamble Gang. PassGradeMerch.com. You can get that gear there. All right, let's get into our PTG picks. We're picking 3 games a week against the spread or over-unders. And let's recap how things have gone in the last week. Pat, you got fucked last week, but you did go 1-2. It was that Titans game.
I thought beginner's luck was supposed to be a thing, man.
You had that last year. This is last.
What do you mean last year? This is the first year beginner's luck
Well,
is
I guess
strictly for
PTG
actual
picks.
gambling.
But PTG picks though last year you won, so I think your beginner's luck maybe is still alive.
No, that was just skill. Picks
in
is
actual
skill. I'm talking
gambling.
about.
But PTG picks not so much, because that's what I chalked it up to. Because I didn't want to justify it as any other way than me like losing. It was definitely Pat was having beginner's luck last year, but Pat did go 1-2. You doubled up on that Titans Vikings game. That was a shit game, even though it was like an interesting game at the end. But fuck the Titans for not covering that 2.5. I think you had them at 2. I had them at 2.5 when I bet them.
I believe I had him 2.5.
Okay, well they lost by 2 or 1.
No, the Titans
They
won by
1.
one.
They won by 1. You're right.
Late comeback. Vikings are so bad that not only do they lose the game, they fuck my bets at the same time. Like fucking Vikings.
That is like you will start to irrationally hate teams solely because you lost.
Well,
like,
I already hate them.
No, but like you're going like you'll just fucking start hating like the Chargers for no reason because you're like, fuck you. I always lose when I bet you. And it won't make you stop betting the Chargers. You're just going to fucking hate them every time they let you down. You're like, I always do this. Why do I do this to myself? But that's beside the point. Last week, Pat did go 1-2. Titans under fucked you, and Titans spread fucked you as well. You did hit. You're 3-0, correct, with the Packers, right?
Yep.
3-0 betting Packers this year, so I would assume you're going to stick with that. I went 2-1. I have our picks. I can't remember who I had. I think I had Arizona that fucked me maybe.
I'll pull them up.
I had Steelers -3.5. I had Rams fucked me, and that was a bullshit pass interference call that let the Bills get down there at the end. And I thought it was some bullshit. Rams hold on, if not, and I would have been 3-0. Patriots -6 was my fucking lock, and that was not a question. So I was 2-1 on the season. Pat is 5-4. I am 7-2. It's still very early though.
Just a rookie mistake. I shouldn't have double bet a game. That's just
that was tough. That was a tough one. But like those are great though, because if you hit both, you feel like you're a king because you're like, I knew this. I'm an oracle. I picked.
Yeah, but when we're in a picks competition, sometimes you gotta hedge your bets. That's just
I get you. Let's go with we got 3 more picks this week. Week 4 of the NFL. Now we're not picking the Texans or Vikings game or the Titans or Steelers game because I know the Titans game has been postponed so far, but it could be played on Monday, and we don't know what's going on with the Texans game because of the positive COVID test. So we're gonna leave those games off. Pat, would you like to start first?
Yeah, we're gonna keep riding it, baby.
Why you're hot? Why not? Why not?
No, I'm taking Packers -7.5 over Atlanta. Now, Atlanta is that team that fucks bettors. They are.
As someone
they
that
look
got fucked
good.
by Atlanta
They
on
screw
Sunday,
everything.
Yes, they are.
As we've talked about, they keep blowing leads. But that's why I'm taking them. The Packers.
Does that make you nervous though? That it's like that's Falcons being Falcons. Like if they blow a lead, Rodgers is probably going to come back and win by like 4. Like,
I am nervous.
Like, you'll get a 4-point win, and you're like, "Fuck! I had to spot him." All that.
It does make me a little nervous because if there's one thing you want to say about the Packers that might be a little suspect, it's their defense.
And Atlanta for 3 quarters usually can expose defenses.
The Smith brothers haven't come out as strong this year. Zadarius and Preston on defense for us. We let the Vikings.
That's a crazy combo of names, though. Like, how did you get Preston and then Zadarius?
I mean, they're not actually brothers.
Oh, I thought they were. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that.
They're the Super Smith brothers.
I guess Smith, yeah, that's a very common name. There's not very many. I don't know anybody named Smith, honestly.
But we gave up a shit ton of garbage time points to the Vikings. It scares me a little bit, but you know what? Until they prove me wrong, I'm going to keep riding my Packers.
Dude, no, you got to ride the hot hand. It's a smart move, I think, on your part.
That's my team. And
I could also see the Packers winning by like 2 scores, too. I just like in the fashion the Falcons have been losing. That's what made me a little bit nervous.
I mean, the Falcons' defense is garbage.
Oh, you
garbage. And the Packers' offense is scoring at not like record-setting historic rates right now, but historic rates of they're averaging.
We're also forgetting
40 points a game through 3. And I know we've played some bad teams, some really bad teams.
Though did come out this week, kind of talking shit about how she feels like her. Like Aaron did the whole like I'm better now like than I was in my relationship. He kind of did the slight towards her. She came out with kind of I think I won the breakup thing this week. Aaron probably heard about it. Aaron's gonna be fucking more fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. Like that makes more sense to go with the 7.5 laying those points.
Here's my thing: is that Aaron, his best seasons, he was single.
Isn't he dating somebody now though?
I don't know. No, fuck you. Plus, Danica was a crystal girl. Like she's into like.
No, I don't.
You know, these are healing crystals, and
cool,
they help
but
your
like,
shit.
I don't trust crystal girls. I don't trust that.
I don't either. I don't trust them.
Not real.
And either way, the Packers
it's such a
are
Virgo thing of me to say. I know, but whatever.
Packers are a strong team, and Atlanta is as hectic as you could be right now. Like, and here's the problem: 7.5 to a team that's on the ropes.
Where are they playing?
That's a good question.
Bottom.
I don't think it's in Green Bay. I don't think it's in Green Bay. Give me 1 second. I will find it real quick.
It's in the big butthole. It's in the big butthole in Atlanta then. If that's the case.
Is it?
I don't know. I was just gonna make a joke about like, man, the fans there. You don't want to.
All right, Packers are on the bottom. So I guess it is in Green Bay.
So it's in Green Bay. So yeah, you don't want to mess with those Lambeau fans when you go up and the first score of the game or anything.
Yeah,
have they done a Lambeau leap with nobody there yet?
The opposing team did, at least I know.
I was like, that's got to be done already.
Yeah, last week somebody did it. I don't know. The Packers have been scoring so much, it's been hard for me to keep track.
Fuck you. My team scored like 20 points this season in 3 games.
The
your
Packers
team has
double.
Scored
the
more
Packers double that every game.
Your team has scored more in any given game, I think, than my team has scored all season.
Yeah, I think you guys have scored 37, and the Packers' lowest scoring game was 37.
So fuck my team.
So let's keep this moving. I'm taking the Packers. I think they should shit pump Atlanta, but I also thought Tennessee was going to shit pump the Vikings. So what do I know? My second one, I'm taking pissed off Baltimore, and it's -13.
Dude,
that's
this was a bugaboo. That was my bugaboo. You know my rule. I'm always like.
You never want to take a double-digit lead.
Double-digit spreads, they fuck you. Double-digit spreads, 9 out of 10 times fuck you, no matter what you think is going to happen. 9 out of 10 times giving fucking double-digit points in a game. It's not a college game. In an NFL game, absolute insanity. And I have always pretty much bet against it unless it's like a shirt thing,
But the last 2 years.
Might be a shirt thing.
The last 2 years, or this year and last year, have kind of proven that wrong because last year, we had a shit ton of double-digit lines too. I feel like the first time. The lines have been going crazy.
They lost on quite a few.
They didn't. But also, Baltimore is at least regular season an elite team, and they're playing a bad team. When they play bad teams, they kick the shit out of them, and they're coming off pissed off, getting absolutely worked by a team that they're supposed to pressure this year for the AFC championship. Kansas City beat the dog shit out of them. To use a term the kids like, they dog walked them.
They dog walked them. Now, Robert, explain that to the kids.
Explain what to the kids?
Dog walking.
Exactly.
Explain that.
Robert is hip to the young people.
Robert, you're hot on the streets. Tell us what that means for those that may not know.
I have no idea what that means.
I knew that you weren't going to know. That's why I threw it to you.
To put it in a pat term or a term that degenerates use, they shit pumped them. That's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And Baltimore's going to be pissed off.
No, Robert,
they're going to run up the
pumping
score.
No.
I'm taking Baltimore -13 over Washington. Which
Dude, I looked at that for a long time because Washington's banged up on defense. I just like, and they're just,
their defense is the only thing they have going for them.
It looks good on paper. Like I had it. I was ready to write it down as my pick and was just like, dude, no, I don't. It's 13 points. It's a lot. That's a lot. And they're probably going to fucking win by 40 points. Watch. I get it because I'm not touching it.
They're coming out pissed. And John Harbaugh is a guy that will take it out.
This screams to me when I look at a line like 13 like this, they're going to win by 12. They're going to win by 12 fucking points, and you're going to be so mad that you gave 13. You're going to be so mad you gave 13.
But
and I would rather die like not handing down, like taking 13 points. If I lose and my team got 13 points that I bet on, I'm okay with that. If I gave 13 and my team wins by 12, I'm fucking pissed.
There's a lot of things that go into this. One, Mark Andrews had like 3 drops in that game.
Oh, fuck him, dude.
He's going to come out pissed.
I had money on him to
he might have 3 touchdowns this next game. Lamar had the worst game of his professional career statistically. I think he had 90 yards passing.
People are saying.
No, like you said, I'm just going to keep going. Washington, their only strength is their defensive front seven. They're banged up on defense a little bit now. That's a problem. Arguably their best defensive player is a rookie, and he's on the end. And they love
definitely.
Yeah, Baltimore runs the read option. They're going to make that rookie make decisions, and then Lamar is going to exploit him. So Baltimore is going to get to a lead. What is Baltimore's best point on defense? Their corners. They've got, I think, the best corner in the league. I can't think of his name right now.
Obviously, he's not the best corner in the league.
No, I just can't think of anything. And their number 2 is fucking great. I can't think of his name right now either. Not great for the points I'm trying to make right now.
Those guys.
But Dwayne Haskins is going to have to throw the ball from behind. Who the fuck is going to throw it to? They've got Terry
McScorin.
That's it. If you can shut down Terry, he's got nothing. I think Baltimore could win this by 21.
I think they could win by 20.
I will say this.
When I looked at this line, it screamed they are going to win by 12, and I will be fucking mad at myself.
But getting it at 13, I think by Sunday this line's going to be 15.
It probably will.
I think it's going to be 15.
Although, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going to take it because it is so many points. So it may be like down to 10.5 or 11.
Oh, dude, if it gets to 10.5 or 11, I'm going to hammer this in my actual bets on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
My third bet, I feel like just my picks have gone longer than any pick segment we've had this year yet.
Well, I'm debating you on all of them, too.
Yeah.
So.
My last one, and this was the one that was honestly the hardest for me out of all of it, Arizona minus 3.5 over Carolina. I think after Arizona just came out and lost to Detroit, they're going to come out pissed too.
Kyler Murray curse.
Carolina, their defense is hectic as shit. Arizona, what the fuck did they do? Throw it all over the field. I think Arizona might put a 40 in this game.
People are saying, though, he may never win a game again.
He's only half cursed because I don't curse him.
I cursed him.
I actually, as
it was
a friend,
full-on curse. I had that GIF waiting forever, and
as a friend,
he's been great.
As a friend and a fellow bettor now, I'm gonna have to ask you to lift the curse for this game.
I can't do that.
Wow. I'm going to remember that on your birthday when I don't get you a present again for the 31st year in a row.
Fuck. I'll be so pissed again.
Yeah, Carolina, I mean,
I don't know what to think about them. They don't make sense. They shouldn't
team.
be good. They shouldn't be good, though. They shouldn't.
But it's because Teddy Bridgewater is the quarterback that doesn't hurt you. He doesn't throw picks. He doesn't turn it over. He doesn't
Teddy Bridgewater is not a
exciting.
quarterback name. It's not a quarterback name. And it's like, I don't trust teams that don't have quarterbacks with quarterback names. We've been over this.
That makes sense. But
Bridgewater's a linebacker
I was stuck.
name. We know
I was stuck between them and Buffalo, but it was hard to bet against John Gruden right there, man. The Raiders, they're doing something. I don't know what yet, and
that Vegas
and
stadium.
I love Josh, but he likes to turn the ball over. I don't know yet, so I had to go
undefeated
Arizona.
in the Vegas stadium. Yeah, I get it.
And like I said with Baltimore, Arizona's going to come out pissed off because they just lost a game they had no business losing.
But if they don't win, can we officially say the Kyler Murray curse is a thing? Can we all agree if Arizona loses 2 straight here that they're frauds and Alex cursed Kyler Murray and it finally caught on?
I'm not ready to throw the F word out yet.
Just fucking let me say it. Let me do it.
I'm not ready yet. You can say it. I'm not ready yet.
The curse.
Those are my picks. Alex, what do you got?
I got, and I hate doing this, but this seemed like such a layup pick that I gotta do the fucking Cowboys minus 4.5 over the Browns. Like, I know the Browns defense is good or whatever. They looked okay last week or whatever, but fuck the Browns. Browns aren't real. They're Cleveland. They're gonna be Cleveland. The Cowboys, I think, are going to win this one by around a touchdown, maybe 2 field goals or whatever. But I think the Cowboys offense is firing. I think that the Browns can't keep up with that offense.
The Cowboys offense is only firing when they're down 10.
Right. So can the Browns score more than 17? That's really what my way to look at it is. The Cowboys can score 40. I think they could be a 40-17 game after halftime. I think it could be
Cleveland's
17-0 Browns,
offense
they can still lose it.
it should be a well-oiled machine, but everything. The run drives their entire offense. That's what Kevin
And Odell
Stefanski
Beckham
wants
just
to
doesn't
do.
exist. He doesn't exist.
I
anymore.
don't
He's
get
not
it.
a person.
But like
What happened?
their head coach Stefanski. I don't even know how to say his name.
Stefanowski.
He wants to run the ball. He wants to do play action off it. That's what runs them. Dallas's defensive strength is their front seven. Like you got Jalen Smith running over. Now LVE is just I guess he is LVE the new fuck, I lost his name. The other
Leighton Vander Esch.
Sean Lee. Leighton Vander Esch.
He's
He's the new Sean
all
Lee.
the time.
He's just always hurt, which sucks because just like Sean Lee, he's really fucking good. But also, that D line that Dallas put together with that terrible piece of shit that they signed in this offseason that's leading the league in he's a piece of shit. He's leading the league in sacks right now, though. But Cowboys also have a history of signing pieces of shit that don't help them win championships, so I'm not
Earl
that
Thomas.
mad at it.
Get ready for him. That's going to be a name that's coming up soon.
Oh, yeah, and then he's going to get pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
actually,
no, it's great.
he will because their big problem on defense is in the secondary. So how have they not signed him? So maybe Odell finally shows up this game. Who fucking knows?
He'll show up for like one play.
I thought Baker was going to be really good, but like, what the fuck is with that guy, man? Like, you've got weapons
Baker,
everywhere.
not touchdown maker.
Out. You've got
he's got those funny commercials.
You've
though.
got two great receivers and two damn good tight ends. Figure it the fuck out, man.
And two great running backs.
Yes.
And
like I said, their offense
Hunt.
should be a well-oiled machine.
Does anybody else want to call Kareem Hunt Cahunt? Because I do that every time.
I hadn't thought about it.
I have him on a fantasy team, and I'm on
Cahunt
with a touchdown.
Cleveland is Cleveland. I literally think there's like mineral deposits in the soil in Cleveland that makes everybody more lethargic and just not as good as they should be.
I agree. I would agree with that.
It is what it is. So, yeah, Dallas. I like that pick for you.
I'm going to go Dallas -4.5 on that one. Seahawks -6.5 over the Dolphins. I don't know. This felt like it might be a trap, but like it's not even a touchdown. It's not even a touchdown. It's the fucking Seahawks.
Their defense is kind of garbage.
But they can still score like 50, and I don't expect Ryan Fitzpatrick to put up anything near that. Like,
hey,
that's the same thing.
Who else?
It's the same logic with the Dallas pick, where it's like, I just think if it's a shootout, that shootout's going to end kind of abruptly for the other team, and I feel like it could be like, oh, cool, it's 20-42. Like
Here's what scares me about this. There was another team that played Miami this year that has an offense that can explode, has a dominant defender. Like the Seahawks have in Bobby Wagner, and was favored by a similar line, and then got fucked by a last-minute touchdown. It was me when I bet the Bills. It was the Bills. It was the same line, basically same game, a great offense, and then they just let Miami backdoor him into shit. That's what scares me about
division game, though. It wasn't with future MVP of the league, Russ Wilson.
Where is this game?
I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I think if Seattle's in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium, they fuck them up. I think if they're in Seattle, they super fuck them up. Seattle
it's in Miami.
Is fucking clicking.
Oh, you got it just in time. The line's already at 7 now.
Oh shit!
So you got it just in time at 6.5.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Seahawks -6.5 over the Dolphins.
East Coast to West Coast, man. That's a travel.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't count anymore, though, dude. That doesn't count. That was like 3 years ago when that was a problem. It's not been a problem lately. And I think it was like one team that had the problem with it. My final one. This is my I was telling Pat before we were recording that like I always feel weird going with 3 favorites. So I was like I felt like I had to throw a dog in there today. I'm gonna go the Bears +2.5 over the Colts. Really nervous about this one. But hear me out. Bears have a very good defense. And the Colts.
Do they?
I think they do. I think they
have a good defense. I don't know if they have a very good defense.
They have a good defense. I think
Khalil Mack the last 2 years
are
has
not as
played
good.
Like Khalil Mack.
I don't think the Colts are great. I think like Phillip Rivers is kind of a statue in the pocket. I guess they have the running game, but I don't think that they're going to be able to beat up on that defensive line. I just think the Bears are going to be able to kind of hang on there, and I think the Bears can win this outright, which is kind of my logic for that. But that was the exact logic I had for the Rams pick that almost hit last week before that bullshit pass interference call. But still, I don't know. Big Dick Nick is going out there. He's taken over as quarterback for Mitchell, the Bitchell Trubisky. And I think that I don't know.
Works better as a backup.
Yeah, that's what everybody said. I don't know. I'm just gonna go fucking Bears plus 2.5. Fuck it. Bears plus 2.5. That's what I'm doing. Mark it. My picks: Dallas minus 4.5 over the Browns. Seahawks minus 6.5 over the Dolphins. Bears plus 2.5 over the Colts. And Pat's picks are Packers minus 7.5 over the Falcons. Ravens minus 13 over the former R words, and the Cardinals minus 3.5 over the Panthers. All right, that was our PTG pick segment. Anything else you would like to add about football, Pat, before we move on?
No, I think we got it all out. That was probably the longest pick segment we've ever had. But I would like to know what Bobby Jokes feels.
Your thoughts on this week's NFL action?
It's going to be a lot of action. Definitely be a lot of scoring.
So much
People
action.
are they're gonna hold the ball. They're gonna run with it. Some might even throw it. Who knows?
They may.
There might
That'd
be some
crazy.
throwing.
That'd be crazy.
Should have known better to take a sip than while you were fucking talking about football. I almost shot beer out of my nose.
I like Bobby's analysis of football. I think we need to get you to break down one game a week from now on. I'll just be like, all right, these are the highlights of that game.
No, he just gave us a modified version of Bull Durham. You throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch the ball.
Oh, I was aware. He was just saying how you play football, basically.
But except he doesn't even know he did that because he's never seen Bull Durham.
That's kind of a shame.
Which is a baseball movie, and it's the only sport he cares about.
Besides checkers. He cares about checkers.
Every week. Bobby is the most likable guy in the world, but every week he finds a way to piss me off about sports.
Yeah.
Or movies or whatever.
I think he kind of loves doing that now, though. So, okay. Moving on, let's get into it's our Pass the Gravy Big Brother pool update. Let's give you guys a quick little refresher on what's going on in the Big Brother house. But if we're not going to get too hardcore into it, we have the pool that we picked everybody's names out of, and that's what I'm about to tell you guys about. But if you want to hear our full Big Brother breakdowns, Pat's on the podcast. It's Pass the Gravy Bro. Myself, my wonderful girlfriend Emma, Chris Hogan, former co-host of Pass the Gravy. All of them are on Pass the Gravy Bro, and we recap every single episode right after it airs, and it's pretty fun. We do it on Facebook Live, so go follow Pass the Gravy Bro on Instagram, Twitter, and then go like our Facebook page as well, so you can join with us on Facebook Live and watch it as well. Let me get my PTG Bro picks, or PTG picks. Okay, so last week we had Dave Vaughn going home finally, and Ashley Wilkins, I'm sorry, but you're out. I was just like, I don't have anything against Davon. It was just like, I'm ready for there to be some action this season. And Davon going home kind of leads to that. Then we have right now on the block, possibly going home this week, we have Kevin and David. Kevin is represented by Todd Voss. David is represented by Daniel Ramirez. So one of you guys could be going home. And by home, I mean out of the Big Brother pool this week. So that is our Big Brother pool recap, update, whatever you want to call it, brought to you by Pass the Gravy Bro. Go and hit that subscribe button. Even if you don't listen or watch Big Brother, just hit that subscribe button so it gives us an extra number. That'd be really cool. It'd be a cool move. You know what else would be really cool before we get into the not cool segment is if you guys, it's COVID, COVID is everywhere right now and it's stressful. Maybe you're like me and your team is just bad. Your football team is horrible. I mean, my baseball team, that's a whole different thing. They're pretty good. But, my football team, bad right now and just terrible. And sometimes I just need to kind of chill out during those games. I get very stressed. My watch is always like, hey, a minute of just easy breathing is really going to relax you. Try that. And it's like, chill the fuck out. I get it. I know I'm stressed. I know I'm mad. I'm mad at football. But the other Sunday, it was the first time this occurred to me. Hey, Alex, I have some Alamo Remedies CBD in my house. Why don't I go to the studio and just pop one of those gummies in? Pop that in during the Giants game. Yeah, they got blown out, so it's a little bit easier to stomach. But, I was able to just, sit back and kind of just hate my team quietly without wanting to just kill myself constantly the whole time. And it was great. It was great for me, and it helped me get through that tough process, which is a new 4-hour thing that I just do to myself every weekend, which is basically a 4-hour torture period. It helped me get through football and through the pain of watching football. And I'm sure if I was playing football, it would help me through the pain of that as well. But my favorite thing about Alamo Remedy CBD, besides the cucumber melon lotion that Pat was just putting on, is
Oh yeah, so
it's
nice.
it's affordable. Most of their products, almost all their products, are priced at $17.99. They all contain 250 milligrams of CBD, which is about 50% off of the national brands. I think the hemp flower is like $20. So like they're like most expensive thing is like $21, and it's all awesome. It's all cool. I use it on the reg. I told you guys, if you're stressing out during football or whatever's going on, pop one of those gummies in. It's awesome. Don't do two, do one, and just see how that goes. But it's awesome. They got the gummies, they got CBD lotion, the cucumber melon lotion we were just talking about. I use that after soccer when when my knees are sore or my hips bother me. Put that on there. Then they have the tincture oil that you just put under your tongue, and the CBD capsules as well. All of them have 250 milligrams of CBD. Give Alamo Remedy a try, guys. AlamoRemedy.com. Make sure you use our promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off of your order. That's AlamoRemedy.com, promo code PTG for 10% off of your order. And then tag them like when you get your stuff. Let us know you got some stuff from Alamo Remedy, at Alamo Remedy and at Alamo Remedy CBD on Twitter and Instagram. Tag us at Pass the Gravy Pod. Let us know that you guys love your Alamo Remedy, because I promise you guys, you will love it. AlamoRemedy.com. Promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off your order. That's AlamoRemedy.com. Promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off of your order. Alamo Remedy CBD, the best CBD in the whole world, the official CBD sponsor of Pass the Gravy Podcast. And this week's Not Cool segment. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. I don't have any good ones, so I can go first if anybody wants.
Go for it.
Foxholes, guys. Foxholes are not cool. It's super demeaning to foxes. Foxes.
In what way?
Foxes don't use guns, and that was like in every movie I've seen. You're in a foxhole shooting at people, like a trench, and it's like, yeah, man. I think.
How is that demeaning to foxes, though?
It's like foxes are pro gun violence. I don't know about that. I've never seen a fox with a gun. Have you?
Yes.
Show me.
All right, I'm texting you right now.
What fox with a gun have you ever seen? It's not Fox News. Not Fox News. Not Kyle Rittenhouse or whatever his fucking name is.
Charlie's Angels. They were foxes.
Those were women. We call them women, Pat, and we respect them.
They were foxy.
They can look foxy. They were not foxes themselves. But yeah, it's foxholes. I don't know. I didn't really have anything. And then
that was a bad one. That was a bad one.
I didn't have a not cool. That was
bad.
a placeholder. I just was gonna go with it anyways. And my real not cool is the Marlins black on black jerseys. Is just fucking stupid. And I was watching the Braves game.
Oh, I didn't know you were Bobby.
I was watching the Cubs game earlier today. No, like I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to do the Miami Vice thing, and I think Miami Vice is a sick look. I think Miami Vice is a sick look. Having the black wording on a black jersey is dumb. It's dumb.
No.
Go with one of the other. Go with the baby blue or the fucking pink, or put that as the fucking major color of the fucking wording on it, and then you're good. Like the rest of it can be black, but like the letters don't need to be black on black on black. It's not a murdered out jersey. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, first of all, you're wrong. Those jerseys look amazing.
Like trash, because you can't understand.
They look so good because it's like the black on neon lettering. It's not like in the way of neon like Miami Vice. It's just the lettering neon as an outline looks fucking awesome.
And he looks stupid.
Bobby, tiebreaker.
I just looked them up. I am with you, Pat. I think they look nice.
Right? They look fucking awesome.
I don't like them. I don't like them.
Alex is just
on
old
the black
man,
hat.
get off my lawn.
I'm not. It's just like, dude, you had so many other options. You could have made it cooler.
Newfangled jerseys look.
No,
in
like
my day, everything was
Heat nailed the Miami
with
Vice.
2 colors, and you could see them differently, and it was easy. Nowadays, it's hard for my old eyes to see the lettering and numbers
I don't sound like that
because
at all.
it's 2 of the same color.
What
That's
is this
you.
like? Is this Players Weekend where we just put nicknames on jerseys too? Like that's what it looks like. That was the black on black weekend or the white on white weekend, whatever the fuck your team got. But like, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. I don't like them. I don't like them. Fuck the Marlins. I hope they lose every game now, even though they won one. But fuck the Marlins.
Yeah, they fucking
Fuck the
kicked the
Marlins,
shit
dude.
out of them today.
We're an anti-Marlins podcast right now because I just said that. So fuck the Marlins. Those are my not cools. What are yours?
I'll go. People that book a restaurant table to watch the presidential debate. First of all, why?
Because they're nerds.
Why are you going out to eat with 6 people?
Was it a group of like?
It was
they
a
were all-
group.
what team? What team were they on? Because they had to be on a team.
I mean, they looked like me. They
Like
were
white?
Trump guys.
They were white.
It was they were all white. And
They were all
but
white.
let me just break down the whole situation. So I saw even
They showed up
yesterday,
in trucks with flags hanging in the back.
even
of
in
them.
there that they booked. We want to sit in the TV room so we can watch the debate. And immediately I'm like, well, God damn it, because best case scenario, nothing happens. Worst case scenario, they get loud about it, and then somebody else takes offense, and it starts an argument, and this is all shit that I've got to deal with as the manager.
You know what I call
And
that? I call that
then
America.
I see that they booked the reservation for 6:00. The debates didn't come on until 8, and I was like, oh, cool. I think they've just kind of forgotten, or they didn't realize what time it was. If they're booking at 6, the debate's at 8, they'll be gone before the debates are open. No,
JK,
No.
LOL.
no. They sat there for an hour, didn't order their food. They sat there for an hour and 10 minutes until they ordered their food at 7:00. They proceeded to order a couple of our entrees that take longer than anything. That'll take a good 20 to 30 minute just cook time. And I was
That's
like,
good because they're watching the debate.
oh, great. So they get their food like 10 minutes before the debate starts, 20 minutes before, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm like, phenomenal. Phenomenal. This is awesome. I'm having
He didn't
fun.
really
This
think
is
that,
great.
Robert. I don't think he really
No.
thought that.
And then sure enough, the debate starts at 8. Oh, look, 2 more people from the group show up at 8. They show up and they're like, oh, can we get some menus too? I'm like, oh, this is good.
And their MAGA hats.
No, I mean, nobody was doing anything. And I will say this, for the most part, it was all fine. They were sitting in the room by themselves. And they weren't like yelling shit at the TV. They're just talking about themselves. But just outside of it's not like it's a big room. It's a room that seats maybe, I think if we pack it in, we can fit like 30 people in this room. It's not a big one. But also just outside of the room, which you can see the TV from this table, just so happened to be a table of 3 black ladies. And I'm just like, and I'm just sitting there going, oh God, please don't let shit get loud and like them start saying some fucked up shit in that room and it pisses off this table. So like, actually I played it, like I was giving the food to this table.
The group that came to watch don't get loud.
Yeah. Yeah. Is what of course. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Sorry.
Just clarifying.
That could have sounded really wrong. Thank you for clarifying. But as I was giving the ladies their food, like it was just getting started, and they had turned up the TV really loud because it's not a well acoustic area in that room. So like you kind of have to turn it loud. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Is that really loud? Like, is that going to bother you guys? They're like, no, it's actually really good. That's why I'm sitting off to the side. I want to watch this. And I'm just like, there's nothing like when you're in a restaurant, you just want everything to go smoothly. You don't want people to start arguing among tables. And
I don't want to watch politics or fight. Yeah, I don't want to watch a debate in a restaurant.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh God, like, because worst case scenario, like that's all I can think about as the manager for the night is worst case scenario. And I'm like, I hope a giant argument doesn't fucking break out between 2 groups. Because I've been there when shit like this has happened before. Not even during a debate. Just one table was talking among themselves of politics. Another table heard them, didn't like, started fucking getting into it with them. And I had 2 tables getting into it. And I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck do I do?
I mean, I personally can't eat at a restaurant if I don't know that everybody else in said restaurant has the same political beliefs that I have.
Yeah.
Like usually that is a breaking point. I'm like, first off, any of you guys, any patrons here, do y'all have these Y and Z beliefs. No, well then, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm out. There goes my business. That's what I always usually do.
In
And then
in the end,
out.
it all was super chill. Like the people in the room, like they were talking among themselves, but they were cool. Nobody was loud. I mean, but it was just like it sucked that like on a normal night, if they hadn't shown up to watch that, I would have been out of the restaurant by 9:00. They didn't leave till 9:30, so I didn't get out till like 10:15, 10:30. I'm just like, look, but who the fuck goes, hey guys, there's a presidential debate going on in a
lot of
super
people, man.
overheated political landscape in the country. You know what we should do? Let's go book a table at a restaurant so they have to put it on for us, and let's not watch it in our own home. That's what we should do. Let's make this super uncomfortable for the restaurant. Fuck off! Watch it at home. You're with a group of your own friends. Have them over to your place. Order some fucking food in. I was
Order
so
from
pissed off.
Jonathan's the Rub. Order Jonathan's the Rub in, maybe.
Yeah, to go. I'll deliver it
I don't
personally.
know. If you have to bleep that, Robert, you can bleep that. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. You can.
I know.
I never say it because I don't give free advertising, even though they pay my paycheck, but they don't pay me extra. That's why they don't get it.
There we go.
But I'll deliver it personally because the manager on duty does the delivery. So I'll show up with a smile on my face and give you the thumbs up. But just like, don't watch political shit in public. Just don't book tables to specifically do this. It makes it very uncomfortable for the hosts because then they have to worry about an argument happening because it doesn't just affect the two people arguing. It affects every table that's still there. Just watch this shit at home, guys. Like
that's why like sports will forever be better than politics to me because it's like, yes, I hate the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, but like Daniel Tom Chesson. I love Daniel Tom Chesson of the Weekly D podcast. I'm his buddy. Like we hang out and stuff, but it's like I'm usually like, yeah, fuck the Eagles. I'm not like I cannot talk to him ever because he likes the Philadelphia Eagles, even though very bad things do happen in Philadelphia according to Donald Trump. But
very bad things.
Very bad things. Very bad things.
Horrible.
But like I'm friends with Cowboys fans, and it's like that is like I guess that would be Democrat, Republican to me and my football culture or whatever it is. But it's like no, because it's not like I don't just hate every fiber of your being for that. I just hate the team that you fucking root for. Keith, Southern Star Brewing Company, fucking he's a weirdo that likes the Cowboys. I think that's dumb, but I love him. That's the only thing I don't like about Keith. Everything else about Keith is great. And I'm able to look past that one flaw that he has about himself and be like, look, I love you, bro. And he's probably like, Alex is an idiot for liking the Giants, but I still like him. Like, he's a cool guy, whatever. I'd like to think he thinks that. I don't know. And it's like politics. It's like, nope, you hate every race. You hate this. You hate religion. It's like very specific, like trigger things that people hate when they talk politics. Whereas it's just football is like, that's a sport. Who gives a shit? In the grand scheme, at least. And then I have one. Can I piggyback on it now that you're talking about it? Because I saw this.
Yes, please do. Please do.
My not cool is like it's like is it douchey to do kind of, but it's like the guys like why do you need to drive around in your fucking truck with flags? Like not like I understand if you have your Texans flag on the window or whatever it is, that's cool. But like when you have like a 6-foot like flagpole in the back of your truck, or sometimes you have two of them and you have to drive down the street and it's like, dude, why? Like whatever political candidate you want to put on the flag. I mean, I don't fucking give a shit who you vote for. I do not care. I'm not telling you how to vote for, but it's like, it seems to be one group of people that also likes to also sometimes drive around with like Confederate flags too. And it's like, dude, we get it. You're at the beach. Like, did you need these? Like do you want to? By the way, in case anybody was wondering, I'm a Trump guy, and I think the Confederate flag's still tight. Like, why not have a fucking Texans flag and a Rockets flag? Do that. I don't know.
Well, here's what I want.
Like, that's fair game. That's cool. I'm cool with the American flag. Whatever. Go with that. But like, I don't know. Like I've never have we ever seen presidential flags? And I'm not just fucking going anti-Trump.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Trump, Pence, 2020, Biden. Like, yeah, people fly
I've
those
never
kind of ones all the
seen.
time.
I just personally have not seen like a Biden or an Obama or a Bush or like Trump is the only flag I've ever seen, and it's like I don't have a problem with you voting for whoever you want to vote for. That's the beauty of this place we live. But like, you're kind of just trying to stir shit up, right? When you put that out there, like that's what that is, right? Like when you put all your boats out there in the fucking thing, and you're doing, it's like I get it, you're allowed, and it's me. Am I a thief of joy? And if I am, I apologize. I'm not trying to do it. Like you're allowed to do your own thing. It's just like, all you're doing is trying to stoke the flames, right?
Well, the only thing I'll say with that is like, if it wasn't Trump Pence, would you say they were trying to stir shit up?
Yes, because you most likely would not have a 7-foot flag.
Sorry.
hanging out
If
on
this
the beach.
was
Or driving.
this
I saw a
was-
guy driving today down the street. Like I was driving home from work and he had like the fucking big ass flag. I was like, "Where are you going? Like,
Hold on,
what are you
but-
like? This isn't the beach. Just you want
I
everybody to
should-
know you're allowed
I
to.
shouldn't
Whatever.
say
I'm an
if it
asshole,
was-
but whatever."
if it wasn't Trump Pence. I should say if it was before Trump Pence. And I know Trump is 100% responsible for everything being so fucking politically divided and shit. Oh, I won't say 100%. Like the other side is made it just as inflammatory. But like, if I had a McCain-Ryan flag, people wouldn't see it as like an extremely inflammatory thing. It's kind of the times we're in now.
Am I
That
really?
like your
what I'm
stance
really
is inflammatory,
saying
and it's not
is
a provoking thing to have it, but just the way things are viewed nowadays, it is provoking to have it.
It's weird
because the
to
sides
be
are so
behind
polarized.
a presidential candidate or a president like you would be behind a football team. That's what I'm saying.
I get that. Yeah.
If I was at the beach and I saw a Steelers flag, I'd be like, "Oh, that guy likes the Steelers." Like, fuck the Steelers. That's what I would probably think to myself. But like, if I was at the beach and a guy had, which would actually be hilarious, if somebody can do this and take a picture of it. If you have a big truck and you go to the beach, have like a Trump Pence flag and then Biden Harris flag on the same truck on opposite sides, and I just want to see how that goes. Just because people would be super confused. Like, I would love that. That would be funny. But like, I don't know. Like a lot of times, it's like, dude, why that flag? Like, why was that one? Like, why'd you bring the one that you know pisses people off? Unless you wanted to piss people off, and you're allowed to
No.
piss people off. You're allowed to piss people off. But like, if you have a Texas flag, I don't give a fuck. It's
No,
just
what
like,
you should do, go to the
It's
beach.
weird when like candidates
Go
aren't
to the
teams
beach.
to me, you know, and it seems like now they're
Yeah.
teams.
No, what you need to
Like,
go
can
to
I
the
buy a
beach
jersey
and
for Biden?
fly a Joe Jorgensen flag.
JoJo, Team JoJo, Mojo JoJo.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, she's the libertarian candidate, because then you can just piss off everyone. Because then people will be like, well, you're just taking away votes from Trump, or you're just taking away votes from Biden. And then you can just sit there and go, well, you're just a bigot that doesn't want to vote for a woman. Boom.
You're actually the wokest if you do that.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Then you can win all of the woke points.
Excuse me
That's
for
what-
caring about females and thinking that they can lead our country.
Or
Wow.
just make up your
Wow,
own
is that what you
flags
think?
of just rock stone cold.
I mean, I think really what I'm saying is I might be just a little like angry that people don't have Pastor Grady flags that they're doing that with. Like,
Yes.
if a person had a Pastor Grady, like, let's get rid of political flags. You can still vote for whoever. You can still be team whatever. But let's just Pastor Grady flags are less inflammatory, right? They look cool.
And I'm honestly pissed off that we
And
have
really,
to be
this is just
36
me
to run
mad.
for president.
This is just me mad that people 35. 35.
Sorry, 35. Because we are in an age where everyone is more informed than ever, or at least has the ability to be.
No, they're not.
They have the ability to be.
You're in your own bubble of information.
So, but I mean, back in 98, it made sense that you had to be 35. So you actually, well, I mean, shit. I guess technically back then 35
I used
was
to
like
die at
70.
45.
35 was like 70. So never mind.
Actually,
I
that's
just
not a
talked myself
bad
out
idea.
of my
They were
own
like
argument.
making sure that like you didn't live too long. They're like, all right, you're at 35. You can't go more than like 8-10 years, right? Like, fuck it. Let's figure it out. We don't need
Yes.
to. I apologize for getting fucking off on that rant. I derailed everything. Robert, what is your not cool? I'm sorry. I talked way too much politics, and I promise that we will not do this next week.
So I bought 2 pairs of socks over the weekend, or
Let's
like
go.
last week.
Let's go. This is what I'm here for.
Hold on.
Nope.
This is
no.
why I
this
love
is what I
Robert.
love. Bobby Jokes is the best part of this podcast because anytime you need something, it's like, I need to get out of this. I don't fucking know. Bobby's like, I got you, bro. Here's the life.
I just go fucking politics. Alex goes
Socks.
politics, and Robert goes fucking socks, right?
Let's go, Robert. What we got?
All right.
So I bought 2 pairs of socks. I bought a crew version and a no show from a company.
The low cut ones.
Yeah, I just wanted both, and in the same style, I received them like Friday, I think, and they only packed the crew ones, so they don't have the no show. I'm like, okay, they forgot to pack it. And I gotta email them, be like, hey, where's my stuff? I do that. I tell them, hey, I bought the crew and I bought the no show. Only the crew showed up. Give me my no show ones. I finally get the email like 3 days later, today actually, and they're like, oh, we're sorry, we mispacked your things. Here's a credit for you to buy the no show socks. And I'm like, okay, why did you give me the credit? Why couldn't you have just sent out new ones?
Yeah.
That's a little inconvenient, but whatever. And then in the email it says, but as for the other socks, you can go ahead and keep those. Those are on us. I'm like, those weren't a mistake. I bought those. Yeah, of course I'm keeping them. Like, you're not doing me a favor.
Yeah.
You're not doing me a favor by telling me I can keep them. I already bought those. I bought 2 pairs of socks.
I wanted them.
Yeah.
This was part of my plan.
And so I decide, I'm like, okay, fine. I get this credit. I'm going to go on the website to order the ones that they didn't pack. I go on the website. They don't have those anymore.
Oh, that's why they didn't send them. Then.
I guess that's why they didn't. And I really wanted them. They were office themed socks.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so I got.
What did they say on them?
Whoa, hold on. Why would you buy socks with a theme that could not be seen?
Because
What?
you see them.
I see them. They're not for other people. I'm wearing the socks.
Okay.
Dude, I have
okay.
Star Wars
Just
no-show
curious.
socks. My friend Phyllis gave them to me recently on a recent study suggest. That's Robert's podcast you can check out as well. So it's awesome. At a recent study pod, give them a follow and hit that subscribe button as well. But I remember Phyllis gave me Star Wars socks for Christmas one time, and I had like Yoda on them, and some of them have stormtroopers, and the ones that don't have holes in them now I have like a C-3PO and R2-D2 one, and it's like, I don't no one else sees those, but like whenever I take my shoes off, I'm like, what's up, C-3PO and R2-D2? What's going on, guys? Like, it's a nice little oh yeah, I do have fun socks on. I like that.
Yeah, they
like
were
that.
cool. They had like, just office thing, like that's what she said, the bathroom sign or the office sign, whatever it is. They had a teapot, just like office themed stuff.
Underrated is getting cool socks. For some reason, I have like a whole drawer of them. I have a very different job than I get a lot of people do. Like, I can kind of wear whatever I want, but like fun socks though, like, one, it's a conversation starter. Every chick, like if you're a single dude, chicks are like, oh, what is that? Are those dogs on your socks? That's crazy. And like, this guy's fun. He's outgoing. And like, they're like, I feel cool wearing fun socks. It always is like, gives you have a better energy going into places, I feel like, if you got fun socks.
Maybe it's just me, but are all like fun, cool socks, aren't they all thin socks? Maybe it's just all the ones I've ever had, but it's not like, I'm not saying like super thin, like it's paper thin, but like none of them are like, when you just buy a pair of, these black socks that like, it's very cottony and very comfortable and cushion. Like all like fun socks, it's just that very thin material.
You just pulled
with
that
shit
sock
printed on them.
just like from underneath.
Well,
Where did you get that sock from?
I took this off about 5 minutes ago. I took my socks off.
I got, this is not like thin at all. It's like a Neff sock. It's got Donald Duck on it. It's pretty fucking comfy, bro.
But like you know this sock though, right?
Yeah.
This sock.
It's about the same. It's about the same. And you can
really?
get better ones. Yeah. It just
Okay,
depends on
maybe
what kind
my
you
family,
get.
when they buy me fun socks, they just buy cheap
They buy you
shit.
shitty ones. You can buy, because you can buy the cheap ones, but then like I know like there's a couple of brands. I was gonna give some free ads out. I don't give free ads.
There's a couple of brands.
I mean, I'm
use one of
also
those
not
brands.
buying premium fucking socks. They're
Hit
socks.
me up.
I'll get them from Walmart.
One begins with an S and it rhymes with pants. If you guys know what that, if anybody put that together,
I have
that's a
no
good
idea
brand.
what that
Good,
is.
good. No free ads. There's no free ads. But yeah,
Spants.
close.
That was
but
pretty
yeah,
close.
that was pretty close. But they have cool socks. But yes, And then my girlfriend for Christmas, and I think for my birthday, then she got me Wheezy's picture on socks, and those are like my two favorite pairs of socks.
I
ever.
bought-
All
Bro, my
time.
boss got those the other day. His wife bought him the socks
Wheezy
with their
socks?
dog.
Yeah, she bought Wheezy socks.
No, not Wheezy socks. I don't know his dog's name.
I feel like
But
we
they're
should
puppy
sell Wheezy
socks.
socks on the podcast website. Maybe Pass Game Merch needs to have Wheezy socks.
No, nobody wants Wheezy socks. They want their dog
Wheezy's
socks.
pretty great. Wheezy's pretty great. I don't know.
Wheezy is great, but nobody wants. Oh, is that your dog?
people might.
No, it's the dog
People
of
might.
this guy that I listen to on his podcast. People would just rather be like, yeah, that's my dog. I
She
love
is
my
a
dog.
VP
It's a good
candidate.
dog.
She is my VP candidate. People forget that. Breaking glass ceilings. The first female black and white dog to ever get elected to office, let alone the first dog. Now that's a glass ceiling I want to break. All right, but Robert had sock trouble basically.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Like it's just annoying. Like
It's an extra hassle that you
gone.
had on top of everything else too.
Yeah.
And then like to be like, no, we'll give you the credit. It's like I don't want the credit, and then you have to go and you have to get approved. Like you have to get like, okay, I had to make sure the credit's in my account. Then I have to make sure I know how to like fucking exercise that I'm using this credit, and it's a pain in the ass. I hate that.
yeah, and then them just telling me like, hey, those other sites you can keep them. They're on us. Like
Bro, don't worry about it. I know we
I
took
had-
your money, but like, don't worry about it.
I had already bought
Want
them.
my bird.
All right, so that was the not cool segment. Let's get to the answers segment. You guys, fill time. I have copy that I need to do.
We're getting to the answers segment.
Oh, I like how usually
Yeah.
Alex will just do this in between segments when we have a second to pause, but this time he just goes, "Hey, unprovoked, you guys. You fill it up. I know you're not
no,
ready."
but we're here. We're here now. No, because I got new copy for Little M Air Fresheners that's bringing you the answers
I mean, you
segment.
could have just paused, but okay.
Well, I
Jay.
don't. No, I didn't, and I'm not going to. But all right, here we go. Little M Air Fresheners, the best air fresheners in the entire world. I have one hanging in my car right now. It's the Out of This World scent, and it is awesome. It's fresh to death scent, Out of This World design. It looks like I'm in fucking space. I feel like I'm in the Millennium Falcon every time I start my car. It's awesome, and I promise you, you're gonna love your Little M Air Fresheners for the whole month of October now. All air fresheners are going to be 50 cents a piece. What? 50 cents a piece
What?
for air fresheners in the month of October? They're basically just giving them away. Like, this isn't even, like, you can get two
The
for
price
$1.
is so low
Like,
that it's spooky.
It's spooky good, scary deals they have at littlemshop.com, littleamshop.com. All air fresheners, just 50 cents. That's a fucking steal. If you order $10 or more, you're going to get free shipping. So, like, just get fucking 20 air fresheners, and you're never going to have to buy air fresheners again. You're set. And like we tell you guys all the time,
Or you could buy a bunch of air fresheners, hand them out at Halloween.
give them out. Unless you want to do the
Everyone
candy
knows
corn
little
thing like
kids
you
are
said earlier.
stinky.
Or the hot dogs.
Just hang them around their necks.
I'm still a proponent of giving out hot dogs.
In
I
lukewarm
can't-
water.
We can't go down that. We can't go down that wormhole again. We can't. Little M is also releasing some Halloween themed items in October as well, along with some spooky season freebies in the Little blog as well. So go check out the Little blog. That's awesome. They update it all the time. LittleMshop.com, LittleEMshop.com. They got keychains. They got air fresheners. Did I mention the fucking air fresheners are 50 cents a piece? Like, you are stealing air fresheners for this price. It's awesome. If you have one of those motherfucking baby back bitch trees, those little green or yellow trees, take it down now. Take it down now. LittleMshop.com. Order a fucking air freshener, and I promise you're going to love it. I promise. If you don't love it, I will pay you 50 cents. All right? It'll be fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to love all this stuff. $10 or more, and you're going to get free shipping on your order. 50 cents right now for the whole month of October on all of their air fresheners. LittleMshop.com. That's LittleEMshop.com for the best air fresheners in the entire world. The official sponsor of this week's Answers segment. Now, the Answers segment basically goes like this. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Just stupid people.
I disagree on that. But if you got a high thought, something you thought of while you're drunk, something you saw on a billboard, something you heard somebody else say that you wanted to hear the Gravy Gang's opinion on, hit us up at PassGrayPod at Alex J. Middleton at not Pat Dion and at Robert Barbosa 03. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we look at it first. And you can also email them to us if you don't have a Twitter. But you should just get a Twitter at answers@PassGrayPod.com. Hashtag PTG Answers at PassGrayPod on Twitter. This is the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, guys. Also, just if any of you guys order the 10 air fresheners, if you get the 10 air fresheners or the 20 air fresheners for $10, if you get the 20 air fresheners for $10 from littlemshop.com, send us a screenshot of your order, and I will make sure that we throw in some extra PTG swag for you. If you spend the $10, get the 20 air fresheners. We want to see you guys support the people that support us. So send us a picture at Little M Tweets and at Little M Shop on Twitter and Instagram. Let us know you're supporting them. All right, moving on. Our answers segment. Our first question comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
I got it, Skylar.
At OMG at Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, in October, does the mitochondria turn into Frightochondria and become the haunted house of the cell? I made Emma
it
laugh
has to.
in the background. I would say, yeah, there's no other yeah, obviously. Duh. That's just
don't
science
ask
right there.
don't ask Neil deGrasse Tyson, but
What does that guy know? He's a nerd. Nerds don't know anything.
He was a wrestler.
He's no Bill Nye. That's my science guy.
I mean, I guess you just prefer the white science guy. That's okay, but I prefer
the guy that taught me in my childhood classes when I had substitute teachers that didn't want to teach. That's who I prefer because he seems chill like me.
I prefer the guy that taught me how to play with Jell-O in a scientific way.
Basically, yes. That's what I'm trying to say in scientific terms.
I mean, yes, it is the Frightochondria.
I would say, yeah, Frightochondria, 100%. Like that is an open and shut case right there, son. And that's why we love you so much because you're smart. He's growing up into such a bright young man.
The big boy.
I wished it was like Frightoform or whatever, because then I could have said more like Boriform, but
yeah,
was...
I knew. The first time you read it, I could see the wheels turning in your head that you're like, I wish this was chloroform.
Chlorophyll, more like borophyll. You've never seen that, have you, Robert? So you don't get the reference, do you?
I've not seen that.
It's from Remember
It's
the
like
Titans.
doing a
You wouldn't
podcast with a
understand it.
2-year-old.
No, it's not. Don't, Robert. We love Robert. You stop. You stop.
No,
Be nice to him.
I love Robert, but when it comes to movie references,
He's gonna
it's
leave, and we're not gonna. He's the only thing that keeps this podcast afloat.
I'm just saying, it's like doing it with a 2-year-old in that he's only seen superhero movies and that's it.
It's not just superhero movies that I've seen. I've seen other movies.
You've
not
seen
the same
6
movie this
movies
year.
in your life, Robert.
I've probably seen more movies this year than you have
This year?
this year.
Yes. Yes, because I
Robert
haven't
only
gone to
watches
a
movies
movie
when he can
theater this
memorize
year.
them. Moving
I started-
on.
I watched Pitch Black last night.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
It's
Yeah.
the first Riddick movie. You guys both suck.
I don't know
I
what
hate
that
everyone
is.
and everything.
Neat.
This is why the human race is a 2 on my enjoyability fucking scale.
All right, let's move on, guys. Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter says, onion rings, vegetable donuts.
I mean, they are fried.
They're
No,
like deep
no,
fried, they're
no,
like deep
because
fried onions, right?
donuts aren't breaded.
Are they not? What's a cake donut? What's a cake donut?
They are made of bread, but you have to bread an onion ring to get it to be an onion ring. Otherwise, it's just a sauteed onion that you didn't have time to saute, so you dropped it in a fryer. You got to respect the process.
Those blueberries we have are cake ones, but the cake is okay. Emma, come here. No, Emma's not. Okay, she's not gonna talk to me, but she's yelling at me. Not talking to me.
Hi, Emma.
She's not yelling at me. Emma's awesome. I love you, Emma. She came in to say that they have they're caked on. But what is caked? Is that the same thing as like onion ring?
Donuts also aren't crunchy.
That's true. That's very true. Good point,
Okay.
Robert.
Yep. Yeah.
You're
you guys
back
are
on my
right. You guys
good
are right.
side.
You guys are
You're
right.
agreeing
All right,
with
moving
me, and
on.
I like that.
Okay. All right. I concede. Our next question is
They are not.
from.
They are not
They're not. They're not.
vegetable donuts.
No, but it's a good thought. Like in theory, yes. When you break it down, no. Initially, it made sense. You guys get that. You guys get that.
Sometimes people get caught up on shapes.
You know, I'm guilty as anyone. I'm as guilty as anyone. Boomerang, ladles. You guys get it. Moving on. Brett Brandon at Price of a ZJ. He asks us, when you add milk to a bowl of cereal, what does the milk become? Is it a beverage, a broth, or a sauce?
It's still a beverage.
Is it a beverage?
It still is.
Or
It's,
is it a
it's,
broth
it's
because
still
then
just
it's
milk.
taking on everything else around it?
No, because a
Definitely
broth,
not a sauce. We can rule out sauce.
it's not a sauce. You dunk things in a sauce.
Correct.
And I don't want to hear all you fucking Italians going, oh, no, actually, no, I take that back.
Forget about it.
I take that back because we call it sauce. And they go, it's a gravy. It's a fucking sauce.
Look,
It's
if
marinara
we
sauce.
are basically the authority in determining what is gravy and what is not gravy, which would actually be a great segment. Is it gravy? And then you just ask us, is this gravy? And we say yes or no. But most of the time we'd probably say no. But like we are past the gravy. We fucking obviously know that shit. We didn't just make up this name for no reason because it sounded cool. Which we exactly what
That's
we did.
exactly
Still,
what happened.
That's exactly what happened. but I feel like we talked about gravy more in this episode than we've ever talked about gravy. It's like the fifth
without a
gravy,
doubt.
like
Without a doubt.
all-time high gravy mentions on this
This
episode.
is the graviest of the past the gravies.
Just enjoy this episode, guys, because this is.
Read me the question again. I gotta hear this again. Let's see.
When you add milk to a bowl of cereal, what does the milk become? Is it a beverage, a broth, or a sauce? It's not a sauce.
It's
A
still
broth.
a
A broth, like chicken broth, is like if you like.
It's
put,
cooked.
Like,
A broth is cooked.
okay, it's got to be heated then. That's what you're saying.
It's still cooked. Plus, at the end of it, you eat your cereal and then you drink the milk.
Yeah, it's a beverage. Okay,
It's a beverage. It's
we can
still
agree on
beverage.
that. All right, I just wanted to make sure we explored all.
It's
of
just
our options.
it's some accoutrement for the cereal.
It's French.
Yeah.
Our next one is from Stephanie Ibaba at Stephanie on Twitter, and she says, if you were to be an original character casted in any cartoon series you grew up to, like The Simpsons, Doug, South Park, SpongeBob, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, etc., what show would it be and why? So we would be an original character cast in any cartoon. Like we wouldn't be a current cartoon. We would be ourselves in any cartoon world.
You would just be brought into the world of that.
Pat's gonna go South Park.
Of course. Like, without a doubt, I'm South Park. I don't care if I'm a back. Honestly, I think being like Clyde would be the best one you could be because you're never going to be killed off because you're not in the immediate danger of them, even though there was one Clyde episode where they went down to South America with giant new guinea pigs and everything. And but you're safe. You're not going to be killed off like Kenny. Here's what I'm interested in. Robert, where would you go? That's what I want to know.
Very good question.
What show would Robert be put into?
You know, I like the idea of maybe being like in The Simpsons. I think The Simpsons is a good one.
What do you think you'd
I
do
watch
in
that a
The
lot.
Simpsons?
I think
He'd be a
what would I
podcast
do?
producer in The Simpsons. That's what he would do.
Okay.
Homer would start a podcast, and Bobby Jokes would just be next to him going, no.
That's actually pretty great.
I don't
though.
get that
That's actually a pretty
reference.
good answer.
That's a really good answer. It's a really good answer, Pat.
It'd be like,
and
it would be
Robert.
like Homer and Barney would start a podcast, and they need somebody that understands the engineering behind it. And that's where Bobby comes in.
Yeah.
Maybe Homer and Mo. Ooh, or groundskeeper Willie.
I would want to be
Duffman.
Duffman.
No, Duffman is very
Duffman.
one-dimensional. That's all he has. You need Homer and a peripheral character
I think Duffman needs his own show.
that still has a little bit of depth to him, but isn't a main
And I
character.
think that you're writing Robert off. Robert is also a podcast host.
Oh, of course, he would have to be like he would be integral
He
to
would
the podcast, so he
hosting
would have
the
to be
podcast as well.
there. Yeah.
Okay. I just making sure.
Let's just go. Let's just go.
Let's
to the
make
next
sure you
question.
gave
We
him
don't need to know
recognition, bro.
Alex's. Nobody cares about Alex's answer. Let's just keep going.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding,
cares
buddy.
about mine. No, nobody
Where,
cares.
where would
Nobody
you?
cares.
What show would you go
cares.
to, buddy?
Bob's Burgers.
Oh,
Bob's
good
Burgers.
No, hold on,
I would
hold
wanna
on.
Be in Bob's Burgers.
Would you be an adult, or would you be a child at the school that is one of the friends of Luis and them?
I feel like I'd want to be Bob's cool friend. I don't know if I would be the cool friend.
But here's the
I
thing:
would
Bob
wanna-
wouldn't have any cool friends.
He would not.
But I would be like Bob's like closest friend.
Bob doesn't have any
Besi-
friends, though.
I think
Like,
no,
you
but
would
I'd be
have
the
to be
guy that
like
like
a
gets Bob.
neighboring-
I would want to be. Teddy's weird though. I would
You
want to
have
be like a less weird Teddy.
neighboring, like a neighboring business
Not a Mr.
owner that
not
you
a
just
Mr.
pop
Fishbach.
up around it. Like you would have to have a business on his.
I would just
street.
want to. I would want to be the guy that owns the building next to Bob's, that always ends up going out of business. But like I finally
Mort.
figured out how to turn it around. No, that's the other. That's the mortician. It's the
So
other
you're
side.
you're on the other
the,
side.
The other
You're
way
on the
that
other
always
side.
that always is going out of business. But like I would be the guy that figured it out, and it wouldn't go out of business. And then me and Bob could team up to take out Jimmy Pesto because fuck Jimmy Pesto.
Ooh. So you'd be like, you know what you would be? You'd be a like rival Italian restaurant that wants to open next to Bob, but is trying to take out Jimmy Pesto.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then the enemy of his enemy is his friend. So basically, that's me and Bob's thing. But then we become best friends. And then
You'd be like Dante's dinner service, like that. That would be your thing.
Dante's dinner service. Oh no, I'd be Dave's decent diner. It's okay. It's not
No,
great, but it's
you're
okay.
not a diner. You're hold on. Alex's
You've never heard it. You've never
Alex's angel hair.
Alex's apple archery place. You can shoot
No,
your
you- you-
with a bow and arrow. You can eat it. You can do whatever you want. It's an apple.
Hold on, we're gonna beat this into the ground until we find an Italian tie-in. Ooh, Middleton's marinara.
We just sell marinara. That's a terrible bit.
Hey, Jimmy Pesto doesn't just sell pesto.
It's just his last name. I mean Middleton.
Yeah.
Middleton would be the name. Middleton Marinara doesn't sound like a restaurant. It sounds like
All
a
right, so hold
marinara.
on. So
So
we
they
just take
marinara
Alex
manufacturing
and
place.
then give it at a. Oh, Alex's gravy, and all the Italians come there because they know that's what sauce is actually
This
called.
is the gravy.
It's called
we call
gravy.
it gravy in Italy. That's what we do here. The Sopranos always on TV. That's all we watch. I have an
Alex
HBO Max
Gravies.
subscription. I keep it on the Sopranos all the friggin' time. It's great.
We
You're gonna
sell-
love it. We're watching the Giants and the fucking Jets every goddamn game they're on.
We sell red sauce, tracksuits, and gaudy jewelry. That's what we do. Also, we'll give you lines and we're bookkeepers.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That'd be fine. I'd be Bob's
There we
Burgers,
go.
though. So Bob's
Yeah.
Burgers. Yeah.
You'd be the
South
rival
Park
restaurant
Pat.
manager / That's what you would be. You'd be the bookie.
Oh, I want to be the bookie.
You'd be the fuck everything we just said. You'd be the bookie.
You want to come down today, Dante here?
You
Dante,
like
you want-
obviously
you want a
Jimmy
bookie?
Pesto is
I'm
already
like
one
under
of
the
your
boardwalk.
clients.
I'm under the boardwalk then.
Yes,
As a-
like
I-
Jimmy
I
Pesto's.
take bets under the boardwalk, and then Jimmy Pesto. You know, he's the guy that gets in bad with me. Like
Yeah,
I am
and,
gonna fuck up Jimmy Pesto.
Mr. Fishwater, he obviously you take
Fishbach.
bets from him, and you're what?
Is it fish odor?
Fish odor, sorry.
odor, not
And you're
Fishbach.
trying to get Bob to start placing bets. That's exactly who you are.
And then I start making prop bets for Bob's Burgers. I'm like, how many burgers can he flip in a minute? I don't know. Is the over under 9.5? I think this guy can flip 10, maybe 12
Prop
burgers. I
bet.
don't
What's
know.
the burger of the day? Is it going to involve kale plus 200? Place your bets.
Yes, I want this guy to be on Bob's
I
Burgers
love
now.
how for the last 10 minutes, there's a large portion of people that have never seen Bob's Burgers and they have no idea.
Or don't fucking get anything about gambling either, which means we've just completely Like,
But like
everything
I
we've done
said,
today is circled back to weird shit, and like
Hold
that
on.
is why we love the Gravy Gang. Because if you're still listening, I fucking love it. If you're still listening right now, where on my timer that I have, it is like 3:04, 3 hours and 4 minutes. God damn it! If you have made it this far, fucking screenshot it right now, and I'll send you some shit.
this
Or
all
I'll
comes
send you
back to what
something.
I said earlier in the
Send you
podcast.
a treat.
We have the
God.
microphone, and you will listen to everything.
You're gonna
we
listen,
have to
and
say.
you're gonna like it here. All right, moving on. Moving the fuck on. That was a good question, Stephanie. Our final question of the week comes from Matthew Jaramillo at TX Jalapeno 85, and Matthew says, "Which is better, honey roasted peanuts or honey roasted cashews?" It's honey roasted peanuts.
Peanuts, yeah.
Peanuts.
Peanuts were made.
a million
Peanuts were
times.
made to be
Mhm.
honey roasted.
I don't know if y'all have ever been through Georgia or like Carolina, but like roasted peanuts or boiled peanuts is like a big thing that people just sell on the side of the road. The fucking best, dude. Boiled and roasted peanut, like holy shit. It's awesome. And like cashews are cool, but like there's a Dane Cook bit about like a cashew is only good, like it's the only good almond or the only good nut you can put on like your dick and then shoot it into your mouth with. That was what he used to.
No, you can do that with
It
an almond
contours
also.
to the tip though. No, the almond it falls off more. The
takes more
cashew
skill.
contours to the tip.
The cashew does contour to the tip.
That was
And
a
if there's
Dane
one
Cook
thing I
bit.
like about nuts, it's that they contour to my dick so I can shoot them off of my penis straight into my mouth. So that does make sense. But when it comes to honey
There's our
roasting them, I want the peanut.
Honey roasted peanuts for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
sure.
God damn it! I wish I had some right now.
But
I would've been
let's just
popping in
say
this whole podcast. You
Mr.
just
Peanut's
grab
been
a little
around a little bit
handful of-
longer than Mr. Cashew, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, the best thing too about the honey roasted peanut is that they're all, about the same shape. So you get them in your hand, you shake them around a little bit for no fucking reason. There's no reason to shake nuts around.
Oh,
Damn it. As I said it. Peanuts.
there's some reasons.
Once you get them in your hand, like you pour them into your hand, you've got to give them a little shake. You have to.
And peanuts just give me the fact that like there's
You
no
get-
rules because most of the time at like a ball game you can just throw it on the fucking floor. Like, I can throw this wherever I want. I don't need like there's no
Well, that's a
rules when
whole
it comes
peanut.
to peanuts.
We're talking about honey roasted.
But just peanuts give me that like edgy feeling anyways because I know I don't have to like be responsible with shells or anything. It's like
Do you
I
eat
can
the shell?
There's no laws. It depends.
Obviously,
usually.
I'm like 50-50.
Not usually. Have I? Yes.
Sometimes I like to just because I'm like, you know what? I really want to get that salt content in there. That's really nice.
This has been a great podcast, guys. This has been a great podcast. So we're all gonna go honey roasted peanuts.
Yeah,
Okay.
honey roasted peanuts, and then we're all gonna go buy our Gravy Gamble shirts.
Gamble Gang shirts. Gamble Gang, you're in the Gamble Gang.
Gamble
I
Gang.
promise we're gonna work out either. It's gonna be like a group.
You know what everyone
message
needs to buy
thing
now,
or
too?
something.
Hey, we've just got our first cold front. You got to take care of your pooches. We sell hoodies for dogs,
We
guys.
sell hoodies.
Go
for
get yourself some
dogs. We
dog
sell
hoodies
for
because you got to keep
humans.
the poochies nice and
We
warm.
sell
They're just good
hats.
little poochies.
Your heads might get a little cold, make sure go to PastorGradeMerch.com. Check out the store.
Get
please.
your Moon Man hoodies.
Moon Man. Oh, your Pastronaut hoodies out there. They're right there. They're right there. Gravy Gang shirts. Gravy Lady shirts. Gamble Gang shirts. We got our members only shirts that just say PTG. Just guys, PastorGradeMerch.com. If you get anything, let me know. And I will promise you we will give everybody that buys something this week a shout out. I will tweet you mentioning it out, and we'll give you a personal thank you and everything like that. It would be awesome if you guys would support the podcast. Please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening to us. Give us a 5-star review. Roast the fuck out of us in the comments. As long as you give us a 5-star review, we're gonna pick the best roast of us in the comments on the iTunes at least, as a Gravies Award at the end of the year, which I think maybe we can do in person. I gotta talk it out with Keith, but
We're working on things.
there may
guys.
be a socially distanced gravy thing we're doing before the end of the year. All right, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but we're working on it. 5-star review. Please share us with a friend at Pass the Grade Pod. I'm at Alex Jim. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03 at A Recent Study Pod. Go give Robert's podcast a listen. Apparently, nobody likes me because I don't ever sleep. And yeah, you don't ask people. You don't ask people if they haven't slept, right? Robert, have you got any sleep? You look tired.
Yeah, you don't say
Robert's
that. You don't say
pissed.
you look
Robert's
tired.
so mad at me. It was
Are
a
you
good
okay?
episode this week. It was a good episode this week. Go check out a recent study suggests, and then make sure you're subscribed as well to Pass the Gravy, bro. Pat, you're gonna be on this episode.
Yep.
Next two. Okay, cool. All right, guys. I love y'all. Please be good to each other. And like, I'm sorry we talked politics, but like, I don't really give a shit what you guys like. I don't care what you
covered
fucking vote for.
politics.
We
We
love
didn't
you
talk
guys.
politics.
We love that you guys have the ability to vote, and we just love that you guys are fucking listening to our podcast. Y'all are the fucking best. Please share us with a friend. And until we talk to you guys next time, pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches.
It doesn't matter if you love him or capital H-I-M. Just put your paws up